So,
All right. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways, pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. Sisters, believers ahead. James, Jamaica, James Kingston, Jamaica. This college one more week, bringing out these prophecies, bringing out the mysteries of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. You know, exciting times. And COVID. This year is really the year of prophecy. COVID really is in the agenda. Things like universal income, contact tracing. RFID chip. Recently, the brothers them break down Chi Sigma. 666. Is a mystery. So all these things are coming to pass. Man, you can get that Daniel when they say wisdom shall increase. Because the more we go to these times, things are going to eat up, but at the same time, a lot of things can be revealed, and somebody can also hold in a loophole and say, no thing that is hid shall not be revealed. All right, shut up.
ready for the Daniel?
Yeah.
Was
All right, this is Daniel chapter, I'm going to go to the point, 12 verse 4. For thou, O Daniel, should up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Exactly. And we see many people are run to and fro. Some people are trying to run from COVID. Some people are trying to run come home. Some people are trying left from with them there. Some people are trying left from parishes. And not only that, you have people who actually leave the truth, and you have people who are coming on the truth as well. And it's a time where everybody are trying figure out, or the majority are trying to figure out what take place. But the men of the Lord, they will know what take place. So we speak. We bring out the prophecies. We bring out the wisdom of the scriptures. All right. So the scripture say, "Oh, knowledge shall increase." And I will say, you have many breakdowns that come out. You have whole heap of revelations, whole heap of visions, like a whole heap of thing happen through the spirit where you can really see that it is revealed that this is the day of the Lord. Somebody have the look.
Fine. Yeah, have the Luke. So this
What?
is St. Luke chapter 12, starting at verse 1. In the meantime, when they were gathered together, an innumerable multitude of people, in so much that they trod one upon another, he began to say unto his disciples, first of all, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known.
Exactly. And the funny, you should start at verse 1 because they say the level of the Pharisees, which basically go back to them doctrine, and no really I get to see whether or not the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. You see, no we are gonna really see if GMS, the bombs, they are conspiracy theorists, you see me? And if all we there do attack madness, you know, go see if it's June, go see if it's June. Because really and truly, all of them other doctrines out there, not only from them other Israelite camps, but Christianity, um, Islam, all them other false religions and doctrine out there. Woman is God, man I am one God, nature God. All them idols here get visited and the doctrine will come with them idols here as well. So everything will get proven, you see, what's done and what is truth and what is vanity, what is vain, what is empty. Right? Whatever.
Uh, yeah, well, so to Jeremiah 28 and verse 9. It says, the prophet prophesied of peace. When the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord had truly sent him.
Exactly, because we are here saying we are put through scare tactics, which means that there is nothing to be afraid of. If you accuse a man if you use scare tactics, you basically I say we must say not as fearful or as serious as we might try to make it look. Him just try to get up and do something by just saying something to scare you. So how we see if it's really scare tactics or if I really this the scripture I say, can we see if it will be a peaceful time or it will be a time as the scripture say which shall never be. Right? Can we see if you will get raptured up? If everybody go walk through the straight gate, both them were good and them were bad, if they prove them so. Can we see if the whole entire earth will go through it? Right? Continue.
Right? Well, you finish there, so we can start it from verse 8 since we started verse 9. So Jeremiah 28, verse 8. But verse 7, nevertheless, hear thou know this word that I speak in thine ears and in the ears of all the people. The prophet that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, war and of evil and of pestilence.
Exactly. Pause that. That's a thing. Really and truly, if you say as a prophet of the Most High, the only peaceful or good thing we can probably speak right now is salvation. But everything else before that, are gonna be all them things there, wars, pestilence, wars, lamentations. Them that they before you reach salvation, if you speak anything prior to salvation, and them things you're supposed to speak about. Especially if you measure the time diligently within itself.
Precept and there.
Yeah, man. Continue that now and then we get canon precept.
So, verse 9, again, the prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh hath truly sent him.
Exactly. So we're going to see who are the real prophets from one of the fake prophets. Go on.
Sorry, yeah. I'm going to start from this second Ezra 7. I start from 7. I start from verse 6, right? It says, there's also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and one only part between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
Exactly. And the thing about it is, this parable, it merely geared towards Israel, but as I said, every the scriptures in a relation say it going to try the world, our temptation they could try them that is on the earth. Everybody are gonna go through it. So every man have them walk, and every man have them own different trial. But mainly for the elect, because we see if we really this also show we're not these scare tactics. Because when we realize if we get into the kingdom, the lamentations, the mourning, them are the trying things are supposed that are the path to righteousness, that are the path to the kingdom. Right? Continue.
Right. He said, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? Right?
Exactly. So how we get the salvation? I will say this is the only peaceful thing you can talk about. Salvation, But at the end of the day, if you don't talk about where you have to go through or where you have to do to get the salvation, then it don't make no sense. Because you can't say, peace, because you have much of your can save you and left it at that. You have to say, look here, the time when you come and go dread, you have some things to suffer. You see me, and you have to hold your faith until the Lord deliver you. So it's not that the Lord now going to deliver you, but it's not going to be one of them scratch free, you just got through and everything all right.
Yeah, because after this need push the whole no more tribulation basically. It's just that need to preach like say you're not got you in the hell making a kingdom, So that I'm clear cut to film doctrine. Because Bible says that's we know the city is what? Jerusalem, that kingdom of heaven, and most of this basically. Because Jerusalem basically, the city of the 144,000, right? But the most I give the kingdom here, and himself if this city was given as an inheritance, when it was given to Yahweh as inheritance, and all we are basically giant heirs with him. So this city is given as an inheritance. But how can we get this city if we don't go through the tribulation, the fire and the water. And I mean, oh we, you know, oh we all get through, we're being through the flood already. You know what I mean? Now a time for determine nuclear destruction we speak about. And I mean, me I believe that them some here.
Yeah, you know, funny enough, as what you may think about it with fire and water, you know, brother Yashadi going to tempered. The word tempered we mean to bring to desire hardness.
Right.
You know, so when you temper steel or a sword, you have to put it in a fire, then you put it in a water, put it in a fire, and put it in a water. Right? The transition between the two. So and that basically a hell because them a pound, you know, them a pound the steel, them a heat it up, then it a cool it down back. It's a rigorous process.
Right.
You know, so as I say, how well get to that, how well obtain that without putting the work.
Right? You finish it. It says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel portion, because for their sakes I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that no is done.
What?
I'm continuing to study.
Yeah, man, continue, man.
Then were the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail, and they are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. But the entrance of the elder world.
Hold on. Yes, yo, go back to all of them adjectives there.
Right. Verse 12. It says, then were the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They were but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. But the entrance of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them.
Exactly. So that's a clear cut, as I say, for sure that look, we often go through all of them things. He never say, oh, he said the world before was sure. Hey, everything you do nowadays, I have to check, yo, what kind of spirit mean?
All right, part right there. Let's come to verse 18. Verse 18 said, nevertheless, the righteous, right? You need to get that time, the righteous, the prophets. It says, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and oh, for wide, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide.
Exactly, that's the point. That's how we tell you to continue. It's only because at the end of the day, everybody will go through it. Everybody. So there's no, hey, so if you feel like say your universal income now gonna affect you, all right, fine. If you don't believe say your contact tracing now gonna affect you, all right, fine. If you don't believe say you're trying to get this vaccine now gonna affect you whether or not they have the vaccine, fine. If you expect say if you think say this will go back to normal, as in where you call normal, fine. But what the prophets of the Lord out there are warning say you just say Yahweh. You see me? The prophets been out there telling us, say, look here, these are the things to come. So an idea is whether you're not, you will take heed or not. And also, whether or not you want to believe, say, the so-called white man is the devil, that also going to be revealed as well. But as the scripture says, the Son of Man, somebody get that in a Thessalonian, tell us that the Son of Man will basically get revealed. Because that's one of the things that will get revealed. Because a lot of people feel like, say, the so-called white man are this innocent little creature where they can save the world, you know? That's one of the things I want to do as well.
One thing.
Yeah, man, ready.
2 Thessalonians, start at chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Exactly. So the great falling away happen, you know, we basically lose all of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know, in recent times, you know, the most I raise up our within, right? Basically, bring forth the knowledge, right? Brothers them start wake up, and as time go by, more and more you can see the man of sin basically being revealed, which is what Esau. You know, we see Esau with the nuclear facilities. As a matter of fact, We're not even forgetting our past. We can just look in our present right now. You see me? With this, as I'm saying, the pandemic. You see me? The economy is going down based upon this. And not even a real virus, but you know, in witchcraft and when I push through media and the lies when I push, you see me, just forget this thing how I want it to go. Even that within itself just show you. So hey, it's many things, and then again, as a matter of fact, I gotta get in the past. When do to with people, you see me? When do to the other nations with him nuclear facilities, basically east of the arm of the earth. Right? And everything we do it unto unrighteousness. So everything for this man artificial. So him try, him look for the natural thing and say, look, there's something wrong with this. Now use technology to make it better. When technology actually make it worse. So you can see that this man is really the man has seen, and as the days go by, you really are gonna see, because everybody feel like say this vaccine are the hope.
Right.
We feel like say the Bill Gates are trying to come save everybody and all them things there. The time I will come when them are gonna see. So the man has seen are gonna be revealed. The scriptures don't lie. Right? So we're sure the prophets can see, but we're sure that this is the end times.
Hey,
Um,
the scripture said the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is in? So it's that evident that the wicked are on the earth right now, based on the stage of the sin. So if one of the wicked are in the world, when there? Is the much know the scripture said the wicked are Esau, so far white race, Malachi 1 and 4.
But the last time I checked him, I tried to get a vaccine to save the world, brother. Or if you say that man wicked. But guess what I think with them when they not telling. They not telling say a monkey blood, you see me, a human fetus, and all them crocodile tail and all them something. Then I vaccine with them when them are injecting it, you see me. But you just know same of a vaccine to give you. You see me, to make things all better.
people have knowledge over then of the vaccine them. You have our second thought, you know. But the devil as always, gonna be deceptive. You're not gonna tell you that straight up where the vaccine. You have to research to find this thing.
Yeah, and package it nice, man. And put a nice song with it and tell us, look here, this is the way forward, isn't it?
Yeah, and get some entertainers to promote it.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. And you know that's we top it off. Because a lot of Jake loves celebrities and loves to follow. Alright, this is Isaiah 25 verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the Most
Yeah,
High-
speak on it now.
Huh?
Oh, so like, yeah, speak on it. So,
So I'm saying the Most High is actually removing removing the veil, you know, so people can actually see the so-called white man for who he is, and now these other nations too. Then, so everybody will actually see the devil for what he is. That this so-called white man is the devil. Then, which is Esau that I mentioned. Just in case they're confused of who Esau is, Esau is a so-called white man by nationality.
Right, Esau or Edom, yo.
Esau or Edom.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and let's start at verse 27. So for evil shall be put out, and the seed shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
You know, you see the truth that was so long without fruit, right? You know what, as you say, the time will come, brother, when lies and truth are plain. Well, for those who are supposed to see, you know, because no care aid. Especially with our people, the so-called white man can never wrong. That the so-called white man never do nothing yet. You see me? Technology is the way to go. You see me? Hey, you see them now watch a video and yeah, Shawamba said in our kingdom, TV now gonna be a form of entertainment. I'm really like me start think what him say, but you know, say yo, you sit down and watch TV if you all day, you know. How is that entertaining really?
Hey, you know why? The reason why you have television as entertainment in this society is because it's a part of the program. It's a part of the program. Yeah, the kingdom, we now need to get program.
Hey, I remember the word entertainment means, you know.
Right.
Doesn't
We have already program in a righteousness. The righteousness are already embedded in us. So we're not gonna need to get programmed to follow agenda or if we actually be conditioned to follow any particular agenda.
Hey, in the kingdom, we're gonna enjoy the kingdom, yo. We're gonna enjoy the things that we can't, we couldn't get to enjoy, yes. You know, I mean, we don't have time for you.
No, the thing was, you see when they come on, when me not even think, me think about the kingdom, but you see when me analyze it, I be like, but when I look at you, me don't want to say that, me don't want the woman watch TV, brother. Out the door, more and them, when I look at you, who want to sit down all day in a house, but them watch TV.
Hey,
I want some more.
Who is responsible for that? The so-called white man, because nowadays what you have the youth them get very like domesticated.
Yeah.
Like some zoo creature. Isn't it? Them just know even at the country. Same way you never see that back in the year days growing up. The only thing we enjoy is the marble and run down and kill butterfly or whatsoever.
We used to active.
Put in a bottle. Them look at thing we used to enjoy outside.
Active.
Outdoor,
We used to engage in activities. We used to that's why guess what they see when we get to realize, you see me? You see when they come on to when people understand, they say playing as a child, physical playing is very important. You see me? And the reason why is it teach your life skills. When you are your brother or your cousin or your friend or pretend to fight and a ramp, when you get older, when a situation come for the fight, you know somewhat conditioned to what fighting is. And can angle say, but if you sit down all day and watch people fight, or somebody rushing on the road, what level of experience or exposure you really have to a physical activity like that?
And we can add something to what I said, all right? Let's back the point. What kind of level of testosterone you can build to sit down on the TV every day? You see me? Can't build it, you have to be competitive, yo. And that's in a sense where, you know, like a pride thing and thing like that, but being out there and with activity like that, like you as a youth, you know what I mean? Them things that build testosterone because they compete. Competition not a bad thing, you know? You know what I mean? You still on the TV 24/7 whole day. You see most of you them today, them girl show. And I mean them emotional because them not been out there. You think they never get a scratch yet. You never climb a tree and drop and feel if people drop off on a tree while they
the world.
like you know what I said? Them think that and them think that apart even know as a young youth, when that no, we can think back upon days as a young youth as a bomber those days, you know, because you used to out there, you know what I mean? A youth now grew up, I'm not remember, instead of on TV every day, I see mother watch where's wife, when they tell me that sit there, you know, them eat that something because youth you know, you have to watch them and watch. You know what I mean? So
that's not
even Slacky, even from the female standpoint as well, you see me? Yo, you have girl who used to, you know, or you think girl you used to use even back then, or you think woman used to learn certain skills. Then come then one of that year, then girl to get dollar yours, them cook, them play Chinese, them have certain girl games like Chinese keep on everything. Them used to do them little things, so even women used to active to a certain degree. You see me? So you know, I don't even like say a meal alone it affect you. You see me? Learning life skills, learning skills by being active, yo.
Active is an important thing because that also go to your health. You know what I mean? You know, it's not a TV every day. When I want to be
somebody get the whole parts.
You know what I mean?
Precept Revelation 11 verse 18. And the nations were hungry, and their wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, and small and great, and shouldest destroy them that destroy the earth.
Hey, and so two things that they say, you see me? The fear in the name. One of the next thing will get revealed as well was the name of the Most High. You know, because it was so long pushed to the background of the true name and proper names. You know, of the Most High, which the name of the Most High is Yahweh, right? The world ignorant call God and Jesus. I'm sorry, God and Jehovah. And the name of his only begotten son is Yahweh Shai. in the world ignorantly called Jesus. Right. Those names were basically in the back burner. Who the tribes were was also in the back burner. Right? And he said, if we give a reward to them that fear his name. And then on top of that, say, to also hurt them that hurt the earth. You know, which we can clearly see, because really and truly, if I up to it, no deforestation will not go on. Pollution. Right, no pollution. Even for the morals, even in our morals, in regards to the moral fiber of a society, even that Israel destroy down to the core.
Yeah, because hey, everything basically in one. You know what I mean? Because we as people, because not only we alone as Jake catch it, but you know we're talking about our people. We for our people. You know what I mean? Which are the Israelites. You know, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. We are for us. So when we talk about we, then when the earth get destroyed, it affect us, man. Then even the way you mentioned philosophy, the things that we get educated about and our people get educated on. They may know how we actually treat and I see, the thing is as the day go by and as the year go by, you know, our people are get more and more destroyed in our philosophy. I mean, you can look out there and see it. You can see it in the entertainment industry, see it in the celebrity, the acting. You can see it from regular Jake out in the street. So the reason why them behave and come down to that level are because of the Jews, the Babylon Jews. See?
And my precept really, yeah, a part of the Babylon Jews and also the curses as well.
Yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 63. And it shall come to pass that as the Lord Yahweh rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so the Lord Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught.
Exactly. And yeah, it also a physical destruction and also mentally as well, yo. Because the environment where the most side put in for punishment, yo. You because right, look on it. What is the biggest problem? Idolatry, turning from the Most High, right? So the Most High say, all right, you know what, follow them gods there. I'm going to give it up to do what the sound of one. Because we see how it play out, right? And the same thing we basically draw towards it our punishment. The same thing, as I say, their own wickedness shall correct thee. You see me? And that are the thing we basically get to know that same thing I destroy. You see me? Following these idols and following certain way of life where basically opposite to the laws, judgments, statutes, and commandments. You see me? So that really bring we down to nothing.
Precept.
Go on.
This is Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Exactly. We basically become a degenerate plant. All because of what? Disobedience. Well, yeah, because we'll start from Adam coming on down, and the same thing happened to the children of Israel, you know. As the brother read earlier, he tell us when Adam transgressed, it is perilous, you see me, and evil, narrow, you know, sorrowful, and them word basically describe what happened after Adam transgressed. You know, and it shows that disobedience as something will basically lead to death. You know, as the Lord said, to obey is better than sacrifice. You know? Go on.
Jeremiah 2 verse 19, thine own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backslidings shall reprove thee. Know therefore, and see that it is an evil thing and bitter, that thou hast forsaken the Lord thy God, and that my fear is not in thee, saith the Lord God of hosts.
Exactly, and as I say, because yeah, all our God, isn't it? It's just that the Lord bless you with mercy and give us him understanding, and we really look on it. Yo, we wish we could have implement the laws them right now. We could have just implement. Well, first we wish we could have in our land and implement the laws them right now. Let me say it that way then. So we can no implementing the laws in Babylon. But yeah, we wish we did in our land, yo. We wish we did have the lot and part of where each man forget. And basically in our own steady, yo. There's a follow the laws them, because really and truly, I'm tired of Babylon.
Mention on it. If we dare implement the laws, then but this wouldn't be Babylon because Babylon are confusion, you know what I mean? We do proper laws create confusion, but if we have our laws, because remember, the earth, not only Israel control the entire earth. And I mean, the leadership will come from out of the land of Israel because the kings and princes of the be, you know what I mean? But the entire earth will go under the laws. One world government will take this on the earth, you know, and Illuminati on the right hand side, you know what I mean?
Right.
Con.
Yeah. Right?
Precept?
Yeah, but well, and the part of precept, your eye just read, you say, oh, it shows is a bitter thing. If I see the Lord, how are you? It's a very bitter thing, and even in the days to come, but we have to also remember that as well. It's only because I with faith, I go bring it through you.
Hey, and the same precept Canon read earlier. We just have to go through the bitter part first, you know, before we can actually inherit that rest. Because really and truly, you know, the way our kingdom gonna get set up, it have to take place away there in terms of the force, the violence, the destruction. Have to go through the actual part there for this society before all one can get set up.
Con.
See? Because guess what? A true violence will come down to the stage over there. So violence we have to go get back to the place of rulership, man. So we have to go take down this kingdom by force. See, that's how it, through the spirit and power Yahweh Shem Shai, but through Yahweh Shai. Not by our own might, but Yahweh Shai gonna come and do that for me, man.
Lord,
See?
precept Isaiah 55 verse 3, incline your ear and come unto me, ear and your soul shall live, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David.
Okay, and that we actually tell our people, but our people don't want to listen. Our people want to know, our people want to hear about Selassie, our people want to hear about the gods of Egypt, then our people want to hear about modern nature. Our people want to hear about life in this. Oh, when we get the stimulus package.
Get it, Joe.
Of course, over $10,000. Yo, man can't give man, government can't give man $10,000. Thing that they want to fight over in this society. When we tell we show you life, man, we show you true righteousness to come. Regardless of what people up here want to say. True life is coming, man, for the Israelites, man. See, go on.
This is Isaiah,
Finish up.
Isaiah 30, verse 8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Yeah, that's why you have right now, you know, a lot of people, they know them a long time they don't want to see we come off of the street. Some want to see we right now and some glad to we come off of the street. Zane, because them are like when we prophesy the right things, them are like when we actually preach the word of the Heavenly Father. Zane? One?
I said to Amos.
Yeah.
I say, I'm not preach over here, so we don't want to tell Israel to preach, because they can't be able to be away. I say. But tell them straight up, yo. But them say, yo, even though continue to be wicked, they must say destroy them.
Yep.
They don't want to hear that. They don't want to say, yo, the whole dancehall, vibration, and adultery, and fornication wrong. They want to live in that wickedness. They love to live in that field. They say, this is a condemnation. Light is coming to the world.
Yep.
And one love darkness rather than light. We shine the light, they don't cockroach they hate it.
Yeah. That because Yahushua, when Yahushua came, man, he is that light, you know, that came, and you know he was rejected by these same people that is living around us today, man.
You say them love you.
We say them love God, this and that, man. Then I love the Most High, then I love him, man. Then I love his son. And at the same thing them put on the same hate. Them up for it. But the Lord already prepared my mind, say, hey, them did hate me first, so them are gonna hate you.
Hey, my time here.
Alright, cool.
All right. It says, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah, man, the more here say, hey, by start I go free.
Yeah, things soon go up to normal.
Things will
Yeah,
go back to
man.
normal. The more here, yo, when Govy, I will come out with the next convo, part 3.
One tree.
Yeah. You know, I them thinking them enter, them thinking entertainment. To them, I them thinking them love.
Like love the dark, and hate the light, yo.
Right, man. Right.
Precept.
Yeah. Go on, Shamar.
This is Proverbs 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
God.
God.
Yeah, and you got right, because you will be operating from that was just similar to that with that speak on earlier with the whole TV thing. You know what I mean? The whole programming thing and that seduce you saw make you look like say, yo, this is life. You know what I mean? For the folly. Yeah, the man that will have the so-called money where people are striving for and the so-called fame, which is emptiness, and I mean the people are striving for. Everybody are trying to reach at and the aim to reach at basically get seduced by the so-called white man way. You know what I mean? They have to take on the folly lifestyle for reach just so. That's why nobody is exalt that like the righteous. Them is abomination as the Bible said. You know what I mean? Because the way of the wicked are exalt nobody right righteous today. What them do? The prophets upon the highway right now, what them do? They spread bad word pound. You know what I mean? There's nothing good here from the so-called white man about the Hebrew Israelite. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to get glorified either, because that would defeat the whole purpose of we going out there. The enmity have to exist between Esau and Israel. You know what I mean? And they might put the backlog at the Israelites more to this coming and go off. Because the more people sin, and the more no one see Convo part 3, and hear about jealous hard and all of these things. You know what I mean? And the more you're going to poverty, yo, more you're going to pain and anguish on the earth, more you're going to come see a video one day, so make it say that. See a video one day, a man put out some things to get a package. You think the package reach 10 grand, so if you put them in a celebrate 10 grand package, better than a brother, you see? And I put out, say you're in the tissue, you never used to use tissue, you used to use newspaper, isn't it? You might get tin mackerel, bread, isn't it? I must say, if I never the politician, I can give you a package when you're hungry. So I pray the politician package like that, that's not a life, yo. Isn't 1 week. Yeah, that you don't do that last 1 week theme. And that is live theme, brother. If the man who give that now is a God basically, because
Yeah. You know, it just show you how simple our people is. You know, them love simplicity. Them love to be simple. You know what I mean? Them love to be stupid. You know, because all that benefit you. You know what I mean? All that helps you. You know, compared to what you forget, compared to the glory we're going to get. Today I saw a fight come out and your work, man. You know, my didn't work. You gotta get 10 grand.
right.
See? Come to the glory of come, people tell about one kingdom of the fearful man, rulership,
Right.
which is above far that you imagine, man, which is above all these nations have. And they saw one fight 10 grand, man.
Yeah. Hey, let's do this again too. Y'all, when y'all said y'all walk on the earth, you know what I mean? And people that follow you. They don't follow him for food, yo. Is it food that Jay come like some hungry belly dog, my youth. The Jay the bread of life, Jay want
Fish and bread.
yeah, Jay want things that are easy, yes. You know what I mean? Jay card on everything like Jay basically if you, as well as keep us also the Isaiah, the man call them man can clothe them Lord. They can dress good or you know, whatever them Lord. Some people look at them look by appearance, not the spiritual food that come under the guidance of eternal life, which is a really important thing. Right?
Yeah, this is Revelation 3:17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked.
Right. Even these celebrities, you know, these entertainers, you know that continue to spew out foolishness in them songs, you know, and Jake, the fans or whatever they call them, run back at them. Then these celebrities and some of our people, them seriously them have it and them good, you know, because a certain increase of them have in the society.
Actually,
Then
the fact where I said Gabriel Union was doing an interview with a live chat. Basically, she say, yo, they are 2 paychecks away from being broke.
Yep.
Seeing because what is happening because of the close down of society. Much entertainment now before. See?
that's good.
And they have so much things where them have to pay for. See? Them basically running a state of bankruptcy.
You know why? That's good. And guess what? You in a reach here. See? The thing, the suffering and the anguish when you reach them, you know, come here. You know why? And that bitch, she gonna be well deserving to her, man. She have a son with them grew as a faggot.
Right.
Alicia Keys, no.
Alicia Keys, Gabriel Union, the whole of them. See? She have a son, but she have grew as a faggot. So this is the reason why the Heavenly Father will destroy this place where people not actually looking at it and say, oh, let me examine myself and see where me stand in the spirit of the Most High. And not examine that because yeah, I'm good. But guess what? Skipper say what? But you don't know, say you're wretched.
Right. Miserable.
You refuse to look at yourself and say, yo, I am nasty and filthy in the sight of the Most High, which you are.
I exactly that talk, and that is the saying where the Silver Surfer did say, to the woman who asked him, why you doing this? Why you breaking down the earth? And say, all you don't know is that I'm him. You see me? I will come to tell these people.
Yeah. All that you know is that an English. All that you know is just bullshit.
Fashion of this world.
Yeah, the fashion of this world. When you know, the fashion of this world is bullshit. See?
Yeah. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust. Seeing another easy entertainers I do.
Yeah.
Walk after their own lust.
None of them scoff. Hey, there's nobody who scoff at the Bible like these entertainers.
Yep.
See? Well, that me know. Hey, if you listen, hey, like Giegas. Like Giegas and Scatter Barrel, man. Then the thing is, if some stuff will put out of them, when them say out of their mouth against the Bible, man. Then if most side did that, we're gonna get power. But if we get power on them time, I mean, hey, niggas mouth stop a long time.
Yeah, sure, the most I be judging them now. Look upon them like them lavish like that, and can't live it good again. What do you think I do? The most I.
That's why the most I, hey, preach it.
God, see? Scoffers walking after their own lust and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue.
Hey, you have a youth, let me know straight. You say, what you know, the revolution, you look forward to, you know, God to come out on the sky. See? If you come see them, from him born, feed him granny and tell him that, say, God will come. See? So I rep him say, yo, I will be there when the revolution starts. I say, good. Because you're going to be destroying the revolution.
Yeah, man, guess what? You're not going to be a part of the change. You know what I mean? You're not going to be a part of it because people like that have to get put to death, you know what I mean? To basically right come because them lack understanding. They don't know, say, yo, look here, everything that takes place on the earth, the more time control it. The more time make fear about them so great when none of them could take them fear. You know what I mean? The more time self have to take them fear. And some white man at a stage right now. Who have right against a white man? Ooh, Jerry, ooh. If I know bash him now, if he start saying to himself, who shall bring me down? Come on, look how he must say, yo, which punk I'm gonna talk to me, I know. You see me? Because there's nobody on the earth to talk to him, but the most time I plan to him, you know what I mean? So anybody who have been carnal and even the brother the politician will say, yo, we need divine intervention. The man know because person a crime on a lower level is organized by society. You know what I mean? It is basically them set up the two sides. They set up the violence, they create division amongst Jake basically war against each other. That's why they never cram the way they right now. You know what I mean? And you might look into that and say, watch out, this needs divine intervention. But there's no program we can do right now to stop it. You know why? Because only thing can bring peace on this earth and only thing can create that change is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
That's right.
Right?
Huh?
Is it
Small one.
this is not finished.
Okay.
Verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
And because for the most part, my church, JQ, them give up. But I don't want to say a long time here, so God come on, we can't see him. You see me? And now the road, so the rest of them, basically push up philosophy of basically then give black man them thing they for hold them down. When they believe someone will come out of the sky to save them.
Yes.
You see me? Right?
To save yourself,
Hey, there's no saving ourselves, man. See? Everything, and it's been a long time from ancient days, man. Our people love to look somebody for their own strength, for somebody physical in front of them when I lead them. You know? So that's why them look. Hey, just look at it. Even on a spiritual level, them still now look to the Heavenly Father. Then because
Brother, you know, come like the children of Israel, brother. The children of Israel, they didn't know. They will, by the time they believe about Egypt, you see, them ask Moses, say, yo, oh, that's son of a say, you see, every road that Egypt today, yo, you get me? And fear will come through and so. And even when they're reaching in the wilderness and the Lord, and guide them through, day by day. You understand me? What end up happening? You understand? Them still a murmur and complain, and the Lord I say, yo, even when the devil the suffer and still a complain, and I murmur about them simply do something. You get me? Ask to go back to eat cucumber and thing there and fish and the nice thing that they want to go back to Egypt to eat.
hey, I'm gonna enjoy, I'm gonna pray the most side. Give me the strength and keep me alive to see them and to see these people fall. See? Because when you look on it, the creator of all things, the man who created. See? The man who make everything possible. If you wake up, I him. If you die, I him. And everything when you get food, I him. See? And to see your people come and rebel against the Almighty, against the creator of all things. See? It's very painful, man. Imagine you have a child and that child calls somebody else daddy. Then when you're raised, you're not gonna sit there with that as a father, man. Then
A man look for a woman and say, while in there with that woman, cheat on him, breed for somebody else, and then he turn around and say, I'm gonna marry her, look after that people, and that's love on God.
yeah, so that is the reason why the Most High will destroy this place, because you created gods, so-called gods, and you look towards him as God, man.
Going to warring as the scripture says.
Then go warring. Saying, and that is the reason why the Most High going to destroy. You don't have, oh man, free for doing what you want. No. And I said, God, you're a child, don't free for doing what you want to. And a lot of times, if you're a child, it will show you hypocritical you people are. If you would say, oh, I feel like it feel like say, if you want to woman. If you have a son and you want to say, oh, you feel like say, oh, you want to be one father. That now go sit well with a lot of you people, man. Yeah? So oh, you feel like that? You feel like what you do is supposed to sit well with the Most High. Most High going to kill a lot of you people, man. See?
And the slain of the Lord shall be clean.
Go on.
Fun, isn't it? Let's start from paradise. For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water.
And when you say willingly ignorant, because they have countless of examples,
Yep.
of how the Most High deal with basically wickedness. One time in this trial, the earth with water, and if only 8 people alive. Only 8. And people don't play with such a power.
And that's not to us. Them willingly ignorant because them see the men them after abortion all the time. On the highways and byways, on the internet, wisdom of cry.
my chief place a campus years. On the internet, on the street, and what them do? Them reject knowledge.
Scarf,
Them
you know?
scarf, mock, and talk all kind of idle words. Where
White
them
man
not
book.
go pay for.
They criticize the Bible, and them say a white man write it, and none of them read it, none of them understand. Whosoever read it don't understand it. Yeah, but them just jump right off the bat and say a white man book.
Precept to add to that, Yeshaya?
Quick cut as to what you're saying.
Slack, this is Hosea 4 verse 6. Precept.
Go on, bro, go on.
Slack, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So what? Them willingly ignorant and they actually reject knowledge. So them purposely doing this. Then, so them know. Then, them know.
No, cloak.
No, them not a cloak for them sin because guess what the prophets out there. Them see it. Who not tell me say you come off of the road. You have some say you who know make the place. You forget for them people from
Jamaica too free.
Jamaica is who know make certain things happen in the country. You know, they're not a thing there. And they don't understand what we're teaching. Then but we go out there in the full representation of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Then and that is what we get. Then which that is the way of a prophet anyway. It's not the first the prophet have been scoffed at. It's not the first the prophet have been killed by you same people. When you go into the story of Yahweh Shai, man, in the history of Yahweh Shai, then and you see how his own people deal with him. Then the man was so humble, man. The man humble, as Skipper said, him humble to death, him humble, man. Then and you people, yo, they tear them garment, crucify him, kill him, put him to death. What? They couldn't find nothing against him. So till even the Edomite, the wicked, so you can walk my hand from this man blood, even though they still turn around and scourge him. Then they still will get him with water, man. Him.
Esau, you see that this man innocent, you know what I mean? You still that you still found guilty to commit that iniquity the way that's done. And I mean, and Christianity is a big problem in our society today. When it comes to religion, or we don't know religion where it stands, but Christianity are the major downfall of our people, and I'm going to pay a great defeat. The pastors that destroy the Most High flock, one thing I think is an Israelite. Two, a lot of people don't believe in the Bible today because of Christianity. The bag of throw them push through the ages, you know what I mean? The years, basically. Some things that just don't make sense. A man that think logical, I'm going to say, yo, we have to think, because he's not getting to himself, he must say, yo, what you have to say, no make sense. And I mean, but it all comes down to the most side in the idea, because I imagine who you want to get the knowledge, I want to get it, you know, get it. And I mean, but that don't mean that who I push the false doctrine, now get punished. And I push the false doctrine because they lead the most side sheep astray. And I mean, yeah, Christianity are one of the big pusher a faggots, yo. And I tell you this because church full up of faggots. You know what I mean? Because you can grow emotional and girls, you know, to judge. As you start fighting or something, Bible says thou shalt not judge. You know what I mean? Yeah. They want to cut it, they want to cut it, yo. So now this choice society, both sides block.
Yeah, quick one for that. Jeremiah 23:1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture,
right.
say the Lord.
Right, you have Jehovah's Witness, you have Seventh-day Adventist, Pentecostal. You name them, you know, denomination, on top of denomination, which is denomination basically destroying name. And I mean, yeah, destroying name of what? Israel. And this time, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, because you not preach that. You know what I mean? You not preach salvation is for Israelites, you preach salvation is for Seventh-day Adventists. You have always good. So you preach salvation, you know? So, yeah, this time the Most High sheep, and the Most High gon' pay for that. Hey, and two are the most what I say, controversial denomination as they accept. You know what I mean?
our LNG White Adventist, right? Yeah. No, anyway, LNG White say about so-called black people, yo, and have out here in Jamaica, you have a lot of Mormon church, yo. Even in Portland, you have you have a Mormon church in Portland, yo, and me know personally, me know a lot of people who actually got it. You know what I mean? And if you understand, or if you know the Mormon doctrine, you know what I mean? Not to say we are push the black skin color thing or whatever, you know what I mean? But according to the Mormon doctrine, it's a curse, we curse, make we look the way here, yo. Make we have melanin. You know what I mean? Because they must say, yo, based off of the whole, them fairy tale doctrine about God and Lucifer were fight. Them basically I say how the angels them were whenever pick the side, the most I curse them and send them on earth.
This kind of bull crap them say. One bag of
you see me? So we said that to say this, yo, knowing all of them things, yo, OG pick up themselves and say them a part of them kind of denomination. You know what I mean? And when we come out in the areas and the Bibles and I show them, say, oh, look, we're not Israelites, we're not kings and priests, isn't it? And now to inherit a kingdom. You know what I mean? It's just that we have to go through certain things first, right? We literally spoon feed them, yo, the doctrine. You know what I mean? I show them the things them where them are go through and why them are go through it. You know what I mean? All them doctrine, all of them other doctrine, what them are do? Them just a promise, a salvation or a false hope.
Right. So really and truly, to those people still, you know what I mean? To them people think like that, the only way you can get salvation is death. You know what I mean? You're in a messed up state where you're emotionally wrecked and these are just obvious because all these Christians they say push, guess who are the founder of it? White man. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of people hate the Bible so much because they must say, yo, the religion are found by a so-called white man. They think a white man own the Bible. They don't read it for themselves and know certain things for themselves. They must have said, okay, and then man push the Bible said, obviously I feed them book and obviously I feed them thing this. We're not doing that. We could try to find our own thing. So they say, why the truth is with that book? I choose from Jake with no book because Jake don't read anything that Jake follow base because somebody come telling this. I hear this one time. The pastor tell me this. So where they in the Bible, we don't know my pastor because him know where they. So want to prove it for yourself. Want to prove it for yourself. Because that's all you can stand firm unless you know something for yourself. Brother priest.
Yeah, the next verse today and this Jeremiah 23 and verse 2. Therefore thus saith the Lord power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit unto you the evil upon your doings.
Right, so question to the so-called Christian community and church community, how they want to call themselves, right? COVID-19 come now, that I mean they roll up on lockdown, you know? But we can't go preach, or the church can't keep again, you know? What the future? You know what I mean? Because when we preach peace and blessings and all these things for society, or every day when we pray, be a straight blessing. So what go on with blessing we're gonna
even just to add it, the Saturday day one them say at the Sunday Lord mark of the beast. Right. When church gets shut down, the Saturday and the Sunday church gets shut down same time. So that couldn't be the mark of the beast. Exactly. And it's an important thing that the flock know what is the mark of the beast. Right. Know in Matthew 1 and 21 it said, name in Yahushua that he shall save his people. So one name under heaven, that the man gets saved, and that, and let me say, Israel, the elect of Israel to be saved. And that is in the name of Yahushua. So the pastors they lead the people and tell them about sweet Jesus, Selassie, Allah, Buddha. We not lead the Lord, people astray, or not prepare.
Which them love it. The father, the scripture tell us the prophet be deceived. And the Lord deceived that prophet, and we're going to deceive and destroy them will follow that false prophet. So and hey, scripture tell us how people love to have it so. Yeah, go on.
Jeremiah 5:30, a wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, and my people love to have it.
Yeah, see, them enjoy. Them love. We know say, hey, God this way better than God way, better than the Creator way.
Hey, what do you mean?
See?
People hear the Bible.
Yeah, they really hate it.
Them hear the ways of the Bible and everything is the Bible and the Most High.
Church people mainly.
Them hear it too. Clear unto the point. When they want me to join that, actions speak louder than words.
Hey, the scripture there say, yo, yeah, the man where stand up for righteousness and make himself afraid. Then teaching righteousness, man, people start upon you like you're Kenneth. You can't come off of the street. Then,
Just tell the man, just a party man today.
hey, and all of these niggas, man, all of these from the entertainers, we never single out any one of them. From the entertainers, producers, whatever them call themselves, pastors, then there's none of you people standing up for righteousness, man. None of you people standing up for righteousness. And I say that plain and boldly, man.
Yeah, standing up for African pride or Christianity is not standing up for righteousness.
Exactly.
So you count that one out.
First of all, you people believing that witchcraft is a way your ancestors something you're supposed to involve in because your ancestors used to do it. So then think that we ancestors in Africa used to do. You people believe in that. That's why a lot of you people mix up in Freemasonry, in the occult. When you look upon a lot of these entertainers that them have on gathering, see? How them get it? See, the things that what them have to do to get gathering upon the man. See? You ask this and for that, then you come on TV, I come behave like a somebody, man, you're nothing, man.
Right. You should say, bro, but you should say, just dumb or stupid. If you're using the mindset to say, oh, all people used to do this in Africa. Look how I'm to them, they're gonna slavery after that, you know, see that one ship fuck like sardine. I get off a ship. You know why that's happening? Because we sing them to more side. We sing them to one side. Yeah, I know something good with the other make we we just live so perfect and the more side the bad man is on the perfect kind of stuff. You know, I mean, we live evilly, so you're gonna say, oh, and that Jake, not Jake like embrace the evil part of life. Anything when we kill, Jake gonna say, yo, oh, that's our culture, the evil part.
Hey, look on 80 digging a witchcraft to the highest level. Then I look on them condition, look on them situation. Kill a lot of you people need want go 80. Then so that if you say, yo, the witchcraft what you love, I want to get involved in a prosperous, man. Exactly. And when this time them a come and them a go to it, them say, yes, over here if you go because them wicked. And them a walk up there. So they not do what your ancestors used to do.
They might always want that.
Because the scripture says there is no new thing under the sun. So the same thing with people that you know, and same thing with other back then, same wickedness. And the most I punish it to such great extent, you know, taking people in love and passing to the nations and like meat to beasts, ravish them and tear to pieces, yo. What's the want to know? You get me?
I think we can read that one.
This is Romans 1, verse 21, and straight to the point. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened.
Yeah, my head, them know no bones. Yo, them get way in the wickedness. Then you only live once. Do as thou wilt. Witchcraft to the highest level. Hey, them got dark, man. And you know when Jake got dark? It passed the wickedness, man. It passed the wickedness of the nations and the so-called white man. Sure passed the deeds of the wicked.
Jake, you want here? You make me get dark, you know.
Yeah, which they are dark. You know what I mean? Because people say, yo, men love darkness rather than light. See? So, hey, you know, the thing is that Them not have to say, them not forget that. Them already that. Then, and when the true light is offer itself up, man, and I say, hey, you know, accept righteousness. You know, you prefer to live in the darkness. You prefer to live in Egyptology. And when you really go back to these clowns, when they go back to the walls of Egypt, the cuneiforms, them thing they did already right on the cuneiform will predate the Bible and all of these madness, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's also written on the walls of Egypt? And those cuneiforms according to you, then men drinking men's semen. Other God drinking men's semen. Or they get the dung as contraceptives. Then one green man sit down upon Mars and make hurt with snake. It's them kind of so you prefer that over that they most I use elements and create everything.
The book of the dead.
You prefer,
The book of the dead is
Yeah.
the book of the life.
exactly. You prefer the book of Egyptian book of the dead. What is it? The Egyptian book of the dead. And that's why you're much made in hell.
And just for to say after the Egyptians are the sons of misery, seeing which are the Hamites. Seeing right now in Africa, seeing the Hamites them have a culture. Seeing about drinking each other's semen say give you strength.
Yeah, but the thing is that where are the real Egyptians? Where are they? And where are you wanted that you Egyptologists mad people? Where are the real Egyptians? Because right now in the land of Egypt, who did it?
Right. Oh, them some as proper always say, yo, them some mighty, why them fall? Now, why Egyptians come to now? Why them fall?
Yeah, yeah, was so great. Why your people fall? Why your kingdom get conquered and defeated? A matter of fact, to the point where the Ptolemies, they would try to so-called white men, Esau by nationality, go in there and take over everything and pose themselves as gods, man. And pose themselves as not gods, as the pharaohs, man.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. I said
And we are them same niggas,
exactly.
including Jesus.
See? Precept.
This is St. John 3, verse 19. It says, and this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
Hey, you know when them actually like them really start feel remorse about the light, I say your John will start. When the miracle start get done by the apostles. And a lot of them are gonna come. And Peter get vexed, man. Peter obviously he say when the slay the innocent blood, that same man, yeah, but uno crucify by him, that man that get healed. The man who uno crucify, man. And when the miracle get done, when I run out come, oh, what power, where the power you come from? Like we never witnessed the power when it did exist, when it did walk there.
Right.
And Peter get vexed, man. Peter will say, oh, hey, that the man who slay the innocent blood. And by the same man they want to slay, that man that get healed, man. Stephen talk righteousness, man, and he say, when I tell the scripture say, oh, they don't want to pull all the ear out of them head. Hear that man, boom, start fling stone and lick him, man.
The light condemn them. The light condemn them.
Hey, there's no remorse for the death and destruction where your people gonna get, man. We're gonna rejoice. As a matter of fact, we're gonna laugh, man. Then I'm dying to get that laugh, man. I'm dying. Then, hey, to the point, man, where when you see, you know, like things that ease up, man. I open those like with the cross, man. Then, come and say, yo, this, hey, it was worse, but you know, it's not my show, man. It's the Heavenly Father's show. And when it's done, this thing get worse, man.
Exactly. And just as I say, it's Heavenly Father's show. Heavenly Father is a wise, skilled fisherman, because when you're fishing, you know, see, you have to let go sometime before you can pull it. So most of them make them feel at ease. See,
Ease and safety. So
There's
the
some-
reason you have this discussion is because the prophecy is not fulfilled. You know, we believe that everything will go back to normal. Christ, you're saying is the beginning of sorrows. Right? So things come by stages. So I will show you a lot of people how they're wicked. Because when the destruction starts, oh yes, God will come to him world. Is it me for respect that someone want to go to church, then go to that church. You see me? But it surely it will show out people true colors. Because a lot of people, is me them always go back to them wickedness. And then the most like, boom, strike again. It's show the hypocrisy and the wickedness of people. So they pull destruction coming down though, you know, and they excuse us because there is no cloak for their sins.
Exactly. Man. Hey, that work and you know because of this COVID-19 pandemic, Zane, because of this COVID-19 pandemic, Zane, you know, the work it actually cut short. You know, they moved from 8:30 to 5, move it from 8:30 to 5 to 9 to 3. You know, some man get to left from work early. Then after you realize this thing I kind of free up, I go back to the regular 9 to 5. Man, Zane, man, no go back to the work, man. Yo, man, no go back to live no longer into this bullshit place, man. Zane, so why you people comfortable here? You love the 9 to 5, you love to actually go hard for Esau, for the devil, paying the tax. Feeling pain in the back of your tooth, rotting out, man. You love that.
Work day to day, nothing, okay, you're not getting the riches where they come. You see me? In the kingdom, when I serve and work for X amount of years, after that time you can go out and build on your own. You understand? The laws teach you that. But Esau system don't teach you. Esau system teacher say, yo, look, work for me and I'll pay you. You get me paying you now that you can pay you. What do you call it? Normal, where old people pay pension. You can pay pension. And then when you're old now, you can't enjoy life, then you can go and travel the world and then in the old days. So make sense, yo.
Yeah, I tell you not going to live to enjoy pension. I tell you going to die. I tell you want to actually suffer with arthritis.
Hey, they were cut pension to, you know, look much time Esau come out and say not on cut pension, especially now place like America. And that people don't lose these benefits, yo. That people, well, them have a new benefit, universal income. And I mean, I think everybody. So, no matter how you thinking yourself, say, these have one plan for you. Hold on, no? Peasants. You could have been Jay-Z, as a still nigga. You could have been LeBron James, still nigga. Tiger Wolf, still nigga. You no matter what name you want to carry in yourself, yo. The white man only speak one person, niggers.
Back in St. John 3, verse 19, and this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Hey, now when you look on it, for instance, majority of the part, we look like the newcomer still, when I run, okay, you know that basically we get a lot of traction. Like the congregation will come and say them, and I say them are Israelite, and they must say this and they must say that. Why is it that we don't come out and say alright, you know? Them a teach doctrine, me go to them and me show it and finish them a teach. Them run from there, then when they cheer, they say the children cheer, right? They don't want nothing to do because they know they want to get confounded. Because they don't want to get confounded, they want to steal the wickedness and get that mullah. Is the right? Then they basically continue in the darkness, continue the wickedness and steal from the light.
Yeah, find every name for call just to justify, you know, them not coming to the light. You know, he have a devil. Cast out devil in the name of the devil or whatever. God Beelzebub. So they find every name, they find a derogative name. You know, like, yo, because I don't want to accept what you say. True you attack, but because I don't want to accept what you say, I'm going to just call you on you. Hey, you know, credit.
Yeah. For example, the one we have to share their story on the site. You see me? Right, they say, yo, by what on my own leader, and I tell them, you see me? And then they basically carry people for this man, and then parents, because them fear, they will start to not their friend. You see me? And then they ask them, and I get me and say, yo, but I'm going to tell you already, you see me, what I want to say, right? And then they will say, yo, we know, you see me say, Abraham and Moses, basically, see the Moses and so forth, right? But even though who this man, they want to say, yo, then, something else I want to say, who don't know about it. Because this man have this power. You see me? I don't know nothing about it. So for me, say, yo, something wrong.
Can.
They rebuke the man. Who are you? Listen, you're a sinner. How dare you speak to us like you want to reprove us?
Yep.
Like, fuck the man speak truth.
Yep.
And the same son, that's how I said the same generation.
Same.
Same niggas coming back and go and get the judgment this time, yo.
Yep.
COVID-19 and none going to be.
Yep. Hey, yeah, but this is how we want to start choke curse, man. Then we want to start choke curse, like when you die, yeah, choke curse on the society, man. Then choke curse displacement.
Right.
Then, you know, whenever we on a weekly basis, however you want to do it. You know what I mean? Choke curse on displacement.
Yeah, I'm telling you, curse up is serious, you know, because you see, most side, you see, anytime curse is shown, brother, think nothing. You see me? And that from based off of my experience. So, when throat curses, a serious thing out
It's
there.
a prayer.
Joke.
Especially the fervent prayer for righteous man availing much. I beg we beg the most like to destroy our wickedness.
Yep.
Is me and set up his kingdom. Now what scripture said, ESN, with ESN those days, yo. What we are witnessing, our wickedness that take place in our society, and the most ever promise them will destroy the wicked and set up righteousness. He means wickedness himself. So I beg we beg him to have a do just take what is wicked in our society. Yes. As the scripture said, he will avenge them speedily.
Yep.
Right. This said is coming to an end very soon. Witness it downfall.
Yep.
It says Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 10. Thus said the Lord unto these people, thus have they loved to wander. They have not refrained their feet, before the Lord doeth not accept it. He will now remember their iniquity and visit their sins.
Yep.
Then said the Lord unto me, pray not for these people for their good. When they fast, I will not hear their cry.
Here I have Christians and say I'm going to go fast. You see me?
In 3 hours fast. And then 4 hours.
And then did you pray some of them some was like crackers.
I'm like, don't work fast.
Well, I'm going to need that. I tell you, my name, they're not going to get too money and food. Right? Go there fast and to the more side. Or, for example, they know the 40 year, what do you call that? You call it Lent or something like that. It's when Lent where they say they give up something. Yeah. With that time frame. Bullshit, I'm saying I look up to that, yo. And it's not these people say about the judgment run down like a stream.
Like a stream, yeah.
He said, when they fast, I will not hear their cry. When they offer burnt offering and oblation, I will not accept it. But I will consume them by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence.
Hey, by the famine, by the sword, and by the pestilence. So the pestilence are more disease. The disease that they have, the pest, they get the disease. Virus. That are come. So really and truly, the COVID-19 is just a sham.
Hence pandemic.
Yeah, it's it's planned. It's not a virus. What they create from that is a fear. Right. And they did achieve it. They achieved the fear that they wanted, man. But what come next is gonna be real.
What come next? Gonna take life. This is gonna take life.
Exactly.
Gonna take life.
Yeah, because just to show you how it's planned, yo, numerous amount of people have shown this thing, yo, approve, say, yo, this is just a tactic, this is just something, but they might try, put the skies over the people, frighten them and all, and people still have them up the mask, yo.
Hey, the thing, hey, you mentioned this sword, famine, pestilence. Yeah, this is what we're here to tell you, man. These are the prophecies that we're here to tell you about. That's our duty. Famine is coming. The sword, when you mention the sword, you're looking at martial law. And then you're looking at World War III, which is the old ICBM missile. That is a sword. Which is the end of the
Finishing touch.
that is the finishing touch on the society. Saying the ICBM missiles. Saying, but before that, leading up to that, we're talking about race war, man. Race war is coming. Civil unrest is coming. See? And famine is coming. The more disease is coming. Right? Then, so really and truly, you haven't seen anything as yet. Now, we've been saying that here. You're not seeing nothing yet. You're not fear yet. You lock up. Hey, you lock up in a house with COVID. Then this time when the next thing come around, You're gonna need to cut straight because hungry are gonna lick in your house, man.
Hey, bro.
And you're gonna need to come out of the house to go look food.
Just
Yeah.
add to it and say, go down to trees to them take a taxi. The man say, you're not now on the road right now, him just spend him last 6 grand, pay one bill. And the people then get yard and then feel hungry.
Good.
Where am I going to do?
Good. A lot of these taxi man, yo, Zane, a lot of these taxi man, you have a whole heap of shit on your hands, man. That is the reason why you're facing what you face. Because, hey, your people wicked, man. So especially, hey, you see you taxi man, there's a whole heap of shit you people do on the streets, man. Zane, whole heap of shit you people do, man, and you feel like you're gonna get away with it. And every, yeah, you have taxi man, a regular argument, man, a regular talk. All them, if we sit down and hear them, man, in the taxi and tell them all them deal with other man, woman,
This man, woman, and
this man, woman, and that man, woman,
This man.
and yo, I think I was gonna be rate still in about she have a man still, but let me do business, foreign, let me do business, Zane, and I look think there's so much things that you people, wickedness that you people are doing, man. So you well deserve it, man. I'm sorry for you people, man.
So like your
And scrap them vehicle for bill them vehicle just for them taxi you have to pay for or so. Enough make this their own taxi man or taxi out and rob a bunch of people car, go and tell church and drive out that vehicle and laugh and go and say how much things them do and so. So them all out of the head, yo.
Run. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, so you want to stay here and to continue eat pork. You don't want that, you don't want to lose that. See, because all along you've been eating it, all along you've been doing other wickedness, you know, and nothing to get done. Yeah, when your foot not broke off. See? And when the foot get broke, you know so yeah because it pork while your foot get broke. See? So hey, what the if you notice how the Heavenly Father are moving at the earth, man. Hey, we fear the Most High. Then I would pray that the Most High continue, you know, to put in fear upon us, man, because that is important in the days ahead. As Scripture says that the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Right. Then whosoever have the fear of the Lord upon them in the days to come, it's going to be treasurable unto that man. Then, but whosoever don't fear the Lord, then woe unto you. Then destruction unto you. But we fear the Most High. Hey, when you see the Most High destroy some people, man, through the mediums of accident. Hey, you have a lot of accident when we look on the other day. When I'm on, chop off, man. Chop off on can. Then him skull, you look on his skull, the whole of him flesh, in flesh,
leaf off.
Leaf off, man. You can wave it like this, man.
Yeah, like a cap.
Have him that way.
You know the wickedest, that was the wickedest, you know what I mean? You know the thing about it is them alive. Because bear it. You know what I mean? Them alive to bear it, yo, because death is the enemy of punishment. You know?
Hey, and you know what? That's why the people, you need to look at those things as example and say, hey, General Star, you know, I don't want be like, I don't want get that, man. Exactly. So I'm gonna walk. And then fear the Lord. Let me fear the Most High, yo.
Conversation.
It's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Most High, yo. Right. You get me? Because even one point, I talk to a female and the female tell me, say, yo, our family is Christian home she grew up in. And they say, a years they might eat pork. You see me? Yeah. And she say, yo, nothing never do them back then and so on. A long time they go to church and everything and they jam them pork. And they love pork. So then she say, yo, nobody can come to her no and tell her otherwise. Because a year she be, you see me? And nothing never run otherwise.
I have a precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 15. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush.
Yeah, you know, now normally they finish it up.
Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so yeah, skipper say yo, were they ashamed when them commit these great abominations? Skipper say nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. So you know one time I used to call her a girl war, and she said so.
Mm.
You feel me? She said so boom, so and take her herself. You used to say if a girl if you call a girl, if you tell a girl say she suck dick.
Right.
Right. I mean, and she take care of herself, man. Shame. Yeah. If a man get class, I say, fuck at him. Lock when you not see him. You know what I mean? I'm running.
Fighting words up, brother.
You know what I mean? I fight. Even if you call a man that is not, fuck, you say, yo, fight him, man. I war that, man.
Know them proud.
Yeah, but no, it's a sport. I'm to the fisherman, I'm to the sodomite. Sodomite, yeah, it's especially taxi man. Yeah, taxi man, them love. If you call them one, that sodomite. Zane, and then think that them love it, man. And guess what?
They have this
They don't have a problem with it.
They have this one where they talk about your daddy talk too much.
If I may, in Spanish town, the road where me run taxi, you have a fucker, a little beach nigga. The more side put judgment on him real soon if you're not friend, you know. And every day when I'm not exaggerating, that's your man, brother, that's your man. Every day you see him walk up and down in Spanish town, a prance, literally prance in the walk, a prance, and I'm shorts, and it was the obvious body one. I'm always test the passengers in the car, and I always say, yo, I always say something to try to ignite or spark a discussion or something about it and test them. No, brother, I mean, I be a man in a car. Nobody no say no.
Yeah.
Nobody no got a problem with it.
Spain supposed to be a bad man here, though.
Exactly.
Supposed to.
A majority of the so-called gunman and bad man and then and politician, if not the whole of them, the most they are killing.
Yep.
Right.
Who I will stand up to him against wickedness.
Yep.
When now stand up against wickedness, you're going to get put to death. That's just it. Because a lot of people fear them gunman and them bad man, you know, are afraid to talk against bad man. We're not afraid.
Yeah.
The most they are kill anybody gonna stand up to him.
Yep.
You have to have that dignity in you right now. That's where the world is going to right now. Is it you have to choose a side? Is it deal with the government, deal with the politician, them, deal with gunman, choose a side right now. Yes. Is it you're with the most side or you're not with him? If you're not with him, you're going to get put to death. It's that simple.
It's this time or never. Yeah. Then, and the only thing you so-called Negroes with guns, good for them, kill them on head, man.
I'm afraid of
each other and food, I'm afraid of gunshot and then, exactly. And then guess what? When it's time to stand up for righteousness and bust a shot for righteousness, then none of them do it. Then they never do it, man. Then but this man world.
That I was telling anybody.
So like raping little girls, like little boys, take them in a car, I'm gonna take over them off. Then you have gunman, taxi man. Then we drive through community with them taxi pan. It's like run taxi during the week and rob on the weekend. Then
they are hearer than them too. Is it like for example, would I get any of America prison now? That nigga. You see me, you don't face nothing, the most of them don't know there. You see me? I've got to them new so-called hearer than here. They will like basically send for your daughter. You see me, when your daughter me about that one of them thing there. Yeah man. You see me, guess what? All on about judgment coming. You see me, coronavirus is the least of the worries. The most I they probably show them and watch every single week so I get done. For the
Scripture doesn't say, can two walk together? Can two walk together? Can two walk together lest they be agreed? And just like the brother say, long before you have these so-called dance, area dance and all of that, friends with these politicians and so-called these high society homosexuals, isn't it? So they use them type of thing that them like and that them love see. So when they see these things in the streets, and nobody know do them nothing, and them just live them life and do what they want to do. And because them up, them rub shoulders with the big man them,
A quick reset, just to the atmosphere, say the most side upon them throne, and must say, it's like Galatians 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
Hey, he's alive, man. The Most High is alive. The Most High never dead. He can't dead. Then that is the reason why you people feel like there's no God really. Then so the scripture say, yo, whatsoever you sow, you're gonna reap. So when you start to reap it, that's the Most High dishing out in judgment. Then that's the Most High bring the judgment upon you people, man. Because guess what? He has been watching, man. Keep us the eyes of the Lord are in every place, really.
Hey, we know I'm in lockdown, I can't work to feed the kids. That's a little peace and judgment.
Yep. But what pause the word. Make him read this. Read this first. No, give me Zephaniah chapter 5. Read.
So this is Zephaniah 3 verse 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning that he brings his judgment to light.
Yep.
He fail it not.
Yeah, because when you see, like we watching news, you say, somebody get meeting on a car accident and one broke up dead. Then a lot of people say, oh, we now watching news because the news too sad. Every night, somebody dead. Somebody actually tell me that. So every night they watching news, somebody dead. But the speaker say it, you say what? Read it again.
Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light.
Yeah, every morning he might bring judgment to light. We're going.
He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
So you're unjust. Now look at it and I say, yo, stop. Yo, judgment. I'm stop doing me. I do all the wickedness of me. I do. I'm stop there.
Hey, like for example, the warring gather, isn't it? They constantly want to get put to death for cheating, but they still not stop coming to work.
Remember too. Back couple years back, a whole heap of so-called man, I get caught in a bed with the man. One of them will get caught all female bus up, man holding in a bed. Couple months ago, they chopping and fired bus up,
yes.
killing them.
Hey, you read the precept where I go first? You can read the precept because that is another aspect of wickedness in the society where we don't get addressed, and now we get addressed. Yeah, the society, because all you government personnel come out about talk about toxic masculinity. The men too much masculinity. Babsy Green. Then masculinity. A sperm. Then that waste of sperm of a woman. Then she said young boys to masculine, so they need to decrease the masculinity. You know what you're doing? You know what you're saying? Zane, you're basically killing a young man because if you get effeminate, he's no longer a man. He's dead. You're killing nature. You're killing.
It's just like if you take a lion from out of the jungle and domesticate him, you can't put him back in a natural habitat. He's not dead. Just like we want a society.
Right now, the reason why you have so much high level of crime in a society because one low on testosterone is feminine and come next to bitch. If you bitch up the man in some
more crime.
That's why we rule you. That bitch supposed to shut there up.
Hey, and that is the same thing, man. She said because too much masculinity is in our young men. That's why you have so much crime and violence. That will show you how stupid you create people in government office are, man.
And sell out was a lot.
You sell out, man.
Agenda 2030.
Yeah, because what she get
17 of the
goals, yeah. But what she get it, but anyway, where she get it from? About toxic masculinity. You know where she get it from? From the US. It's a US agenda to say men to masculine. Then so when a lot of the things that when you people in government are push, I know your idea, they come out here push it. Yeah, you people using the same ideology of the so-called white man, and I come out here and make it look like you develop this brilliant plan to make it work for the country. You don't develop nothing, man. You're just you're a bunch of numbskulls when I have no sense in office, man.
Both JLP and PNP.
Yeah, both JLP and PNP. This just in case you might feel this is a party thing. Then none of you make no sense, man.
I don't have to go on a deep level, you know why? them are the mouthpiece for the left hand side, you know, because they go on them do Esau agenda perfectly, you see me? And come on, and the Esau or the so-called wicked, because his job's perfect. And what we do, come out and do the most high job perfect, yo. We are the mouthpiece for the most high. That's why we come out here and telling you these things. Isn't it? Bring out the scriptures and showing you these things coming to pass.
Let me add this real quick. And I remember the whole idea we are talking about men being more basically turning effeminate. Alright, them estrogen level higher than them testosterone level at this time, where basically that's really that causes the killing. Not really the fact say yo man supposed to be man, because with authority you have to basically be humble. First and foremost, men regular man and man have catch up. Man and man have problems, you know? But all men deal with the situation, quick time, you calm down. You know what I mean? Even if young people used to be friends with, and them catch up enough time, but everything pretty much quick, because man are gonna be man, you know what I mean? Authority be the we have power, you have to have a level of responsibility behind it. The problem comes where when a man becomes emotional with all of that power, this is the problem come. So because when we lose being a man and you get skin soft and everything there, and the power them have behind that still exists, but them more thin skin to it, so them start exercise them power on a higher level. If I put females in a power, what do you think of that? You know what I mean? You look at females cannot agree with nobody too long, brother. You know what I mean? They put females in a certain authority, yo. Them not no reason no things like how man reason no things. They have a lot of chaos because woman create problem. Woman like woman because woman knows how woman a problem. You know what I mean? So if a man have to take on certain attributes for themselves, you have to basically become more like you know. Right?
Isn't it? Is there a book like Ecclesiastes chapter 23 and start at verse 17. All bread is sweet to our whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most I will not remember my sins. Such a man only fear the eyes of
the man that breaketh wedlock.
God. Verse 18. A man that breaketh wedlock.
So, hey, what is wedlock? Then, wedlock is not what you people think wedlock is. By putting on a ring, oh.
Or you welcome what you husband or?
Yeah, I'm a pastor. Pronounce your husband and wife, and that's how you become wedlock. No, and that is not wedlock, man. Then, wedlock is when a man and a woman have sex, right? Especially when you take a virginity of a woman. It's marriage. That's wedlock. And that is consummated through sex.
That's a people say when the Most High join,
No man
sunder.
that's sunder.
Right, that is the union between a man and a woman by the Most High.
Exactly.
The Most High already in marriage, no man.
Right. There's nowhere in the Bible where you see one pastor stand up between two persons and I say, yo, by the power invested in me, I now present you husband and wife.
No, that is when Adam and when the Most High put Adam and Eve together. What him do? When Adam say, yo, just Adam and leave mother and father, cleave to him wife and wife, they might become one flesh.
Exactly.
Never Most High never say, yo, I now pronounce you. He never say that.
Yeah. When Isaac and Rebecca.
Yeah. As in reach, that's as in reach, him just go straight in mother tent, go know.
Yeah. And yeah, one month telephone that they wait for it for them. No. See? So wedlock is not what society deem it as. See? That is that's the next problem with you people. Whatever society say, it come like a lot to you people, man. Then
it's like to society, when you have a so-called marriage ceremony, the pastor is a representative of the state, right? So when the pastor actually say, "Yo, by the power vested in him, He is basically representing the state to basically join that union together under the state.
That's why they sign on contract, on physical
That's why
contract.
they sign a contract, and that's why the state can basically take any presence over the marriage.
And in order to bring the word back, they have to go to the state as well.
Yeah,
Understand? You must go to the state
which
as
is
well.
which is a money making and control scheme.
And then the state, if you're supposed to break the wedlock, the state are the one who basically designate assets to whichever couple to get it. See, the state are the one who designate the child, the state are the one who designate the property. You see, so that is not ordained by the Heavenly Father. Understand? That is not.
I'm for sure it is.
Yeah. So we'll go back to the precept now. So now you understand what wedlock is. We'll go back to the precept. Go on.
So it's a man that breaketh wedlock.
So when a man will go in for the next man, woman, go on.
Saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? If you look at James preaching, man.
Yeah.
Who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me.
Yeah, because a lot of them will wait for the night to go over the next man's house. You know like that policeman and the soldier. You know the man house near the night. And the man come in, the man see man bust a couple shot that time, man. And he run through the street naked. See? Go on.
See? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me. And nobody seeth me.
Yeah, so him say, yo, nobody knows him, so yo, I'm gonna need to fear. That's why I'm comfortable. Remember the last one who fell asleep in the man bed with the woman? He just sleep. Yeah, because hey, if you get comfortable and the man just see him, come see him asleep and just bust him with the cutlass, man. Hey, who make him fell asleep in that comfort zone?
The most
a deep sleep. And their deep sleep fell upon that man. and yes, he make the man come back, come see him and deal with him and dish out the judgment. Which is justified. That's true justice. True justice.
Yeah, because this society, allegedly, it's a Christian nation governed by the Bible. So when a man put an adulterous man to death, why is it that he's actually being persecuted and not basically awarded to execute the laws in the scriptures? Through the hypocrisy of this government and this state and this country. And it's word of that. That's what the Most High destroyed.
Go on.
See? The walls cover me and nobody sees me. What? I fear. The Most High will not remember my sins. Right? These are all the assumptions he might propose in my mind.
Yeah, because guess what? He wouldn't do it already. No. And maybe in Christian can go to church Sunday morning, go pray that. And make pastor pray for you. See? Go on.
See? Such a man only fears the eyes of men.
Yeah, man, you only fear man, you only fear the physical, you only fear the creature.
Right, the man don't catch you, the man you see when he must spiritually screeching.
Yeah.
Easy, man. When you say the Most High need money, I have to see him, you know, so I need you.
Exactly.
See? Such a man only fears the eyes of men, and know it not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. He knew all things wherever they were created, so also after they were perfected, he looketh upon them all.
So the Most High know even your thoughts. So your plan, we have because the wickedness, the Most High know it. That's how it reached in your brain in the first place, because the Most High put it there. Then, so when you do your wickedness, there can be a judgment. That's how the Most High distribute or show balance. Then, create the wicked, and be evil, man. As the scripture said. Then, but there's a judgment too, man. You know, only created for that purpose, they ever get judged too. See? Precept. Because as the precept saying, if he Proverbs 15 and 3.
Yeah, me have it.
Oh, read it.
Proverbs 15 and verse 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
Hey, even when you say chariots, man, like, a lot of things that the things that your people call UFO, hey, they might take note of the things that are going on the earth. Hey, them did it, even when you're not seeing them. Then, so the most I have him spirit, have him angels, man, I take note, I make note of everything that is going on in the earth.
I have something here.
See?
Finish?
Finish.
Right. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 62. Yea, and the Spirit of the Almighty God, which made all things, and searcheth out all hidden things in the secrets of the earth. Surely he knoweth your inventions, and what ye think in your hearts, even them that sin and would hide their sin.
Hey, the most I create, you don't think you will know all things? Then, and then you come up with your with a stupid question. If God didn't know everything, why he make Adam? What is it? They have some stupid question in the world. If God know everything before it happened.
One day was somebody said why I never prevent Corona.
Hey, just like what they say about Thanos. You know, them criticize Thanos and say, oh, so if Thanos is so powerful, why couldn't just snap his finger and make everything good? No, and that's how it works. Experience, man. There's a thing called experience where that's all. When you learn that way, it's thick, man.
Yeah, you just want everything easy.
Now go easy.
And the most I want society is to destroy and build a new kingdom.
Yep.
You want it so.
Yeah, who are you? Especially who is you that replies against the Most High? Hey, you people, if you say you people don't fear the Most High, me now, hey, if you read something in the Bible, man, the question I have to say, experience, what this mean? When I question the Most High and say, okay, I got this, okay, I got this be like that, why God so wicked? No, man, I question the Most High, man. Oh, why God never make this the way? No, why you not shut up, man? Then, why you not fear the Most High? Then, because hey, if you know somebody, hey, if you tell people are simple, man, and you got a feminine spirit, man, woman, the people say they might deal with a Dan. And speaking of that Dan, they will boss them in, but we deal with them wicked if them find out say they want next man, and guess what? She have put them next Dan.
I want police.
I want police.
And two soldiers.
And two soldiers.
And two niggas work.
Yeah, she had do it. But at the same thing with our people. If me no say, and God is powerful. I'm going to try my best to walk the right way, man.
Hey, because if we get some people understand, they don't know the most side and fool like that. The most I want them to fool to destroy it. And you clearly can't have sense to do something like that.
Exactly.
Alright, so this is 2nd Ezra 16, verse 67. Behold, God himself is the judge, fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall God lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble.
Yeah, you say, oh, fear him. You know that you can relieve your iniquity. You can actually, hey, keep a tell how important the fear of the Lord is. See?
Says,
Hey, let's give us in 2 Corinthians. He said, yo, through the terror of the Lord, knowing the terror of the Lord will persuade men. You see, because we know, say, yo, the Most High is a God, is a terror, is a God of terror. See? When they talk about terrorists, he's the real terrorist, man.
You guys give everything as the king of terror.
The king of terror. So, hey, because we know, say, this man, he's full of terror. He's dread. So we're persuade men, we'll do our part. We're going to just go out there, we're going to preach.
That's how we will pay the day of the Lord.
Right.
The day of the Lord, because the day of the Lord is when the most I bring a full judgment and an end to a wicked society. It's the most wicked society on the face of the earth. The most I showing power and my show judgment. Is so when we paint that picture, is it as Ezra said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? So we have the same question. So no, one, isn't it? Alright, so the most every name thing here. Alright, so how we can get them good favor? Right. Is to me.
Right.
See, second is Ecclesiastes 2 and verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways.
Okay, and what is his word? What is written in the scriptures, the commandments. Yep. Christians say the commandments say don't obey it. Don't obey it. Can we understand? That's why the woman they can't be born in the church Is me have sex with pastor and deacon and two brothers in the church.
The forgot acceptable.
Batman in a church.
Come as I am.
Yeah, come as you are.
This is what we say. It said, they that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him.
Alright, so you see the commandments, see the whole part. Because the way of the so-called white man is the way of destruction. Because even more they say to the children of Israel, he said, this day I put before you life and death. You see me? Choose life, which is basically the commandments and following the ways of the Most High, that is the one you want to life. Or choose death, which is basically going against them. Following the ways of the so-called white man, it has been destroying our people, then in a destruction mode, and it's still a continuing, and I say, oh, we can get good. Negative ways.
See, that which is well pleasing unto him, they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the
Lord
Lord
with the law. Where I was trying to say, if you love me, keep my commandments.
Right.
And then others want to say, oh, we love God, we love God. So, oh, you love him and follow what him say.
Yeah, it's people say, oh, them love, if you can get that one, they say, oh, love nothing words. And the next one, they say, them follow mouth, them, and I with them mouth.
and let's finish. See, it says, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. Saying,
On the what? On the what?
humble their souls in his sight.
And that is our next key ingredients we're lacking from these people. Humility. Hey, these people. Hey, these people, they don't know. As the scripture say, oh, they don't just know it, no shame. Because what is shame? Shame is humility. Then, shame is being lowly, man. Shame is no say, hey, me do this. Hey, man, I want good place right now. You know, so I'm down the head.
Come to the two man, they will go up at the altar and pray. One of them say, yo, Lord, we do this, we do that.
God.
The other one say, yo, Lord, look upon me, basically, I'm servant or a sinner.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Humility not only if you say, yo, not having anything to say or, saying it in a calm way.
Actually, contrite spirit.
Yeah, your heart, man. Then your heart. Then your actions. Then how you do things, man. And that is what is lacking from our people. Our people hang them head high. See, the scripture they say them walk foot with stretch foot next. Walking and mincing as they go. Then, so they were grown. If you know a lot of parents that they say, oh, be proud of yourself, or we just say, oh, have pride, take pride in yourself. But they may start pride the wrong way, man. Then when our pride will start to them, they just start the wrong way.
Yeah, right now people say, I'm doing me.
Yeah.
And me, yes, whatever says so, that means fuck everything else, and then just have this savage and wickedness. Because what we're supposed to be doing as a nation of Israel, which are so-called Native Americans, West Latinos, are basically serving one another in humility. Right? A man come here and say, oh, XYZ, you're going off here according to the scriptures. For example, they go to a man and say, don't commit adultery. You're not supposed to react. So, told man to fuck your woman. You see me? Right? Or I tell a woman, say, don't be a whore. You see me? Bitch, don't talk to me. You call him a whore? Then you humble themselves, they want to say, all right, yo, this is wrong. You see me? You need to stop it.
Yep.
You see me? Nowadays, people know when they know how humble you are. As soon as I correct them, don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Judge not.
Everybody does that, they will need you.
But you almost cussing out about that, you know? You see, because the vet for something, this a rat, this is a whore. You call them out, a whore?
This is great, that's good.
This is St. Matthew chapter 15, verse 7. Ye hypocrites.
All right, see that?
Well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying,
Yeah, I'm trying to witness it. It's because they put you in the gospels in America. I didn't get it. You know?
Hey, I forgot which part of Matthew. Hey, it was based only that chapter, based on the hypocrites.
Yeah, man, Matthew 23.
I think at 23, that chapter is just for the hypocrites. Yeah, dish it out to them.
Yeah, man, in Bex.
In Bex, man, dish it out to them, man.
And if you live it, bro, you witness it just like how we have witnessed the truth.
Yeah, God.
Yo, I see him, so I say, you do the
Yeah, man.
I'm hypocrite with you. You see me every day on every Sunday, I sat down in God church. Oh, praise God, praise. As soon as every month, I go up against him.
Yep.
What do you think you believe?
Hey, our man, let me know straight. She believe in the Bible, but the part that say, oh, put my bitch in the believe about it. See?
Hey,
Shall the makeup.
Baruch say, yo, the book of Romans don't feel in the Bible. And the Romans said by that.
Hey, we say, yo, he was the next nigga. Hey, get to the precept, man. Never to take too long to the precept. Come on, go on.
Matthew 15:7, ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, these people draw nigh unto me with their mouth, but honoreth me, Slakia, draw nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips.
Yes, full of lip service.
Yeah.
Chat, go chat, come. Every day chat, oh, love God, praise God.
I'm a Christian.
So you hear them there in church and get testimony on it?
And they quote, hey, them quote, them can't, they can quote scripture.
Like Rasta.
And sometimes they quote, hey, them full of scripture, yo. Then, but guess what?
Which one is
By that time,
God?
yeah, is it? By that time, they actually read the scripture. Them not live it. Them full of mouth, man. Then, and quote scripture out of context.
When I preach in a holy in the church, you know, holy never pray them on it.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm groping in a gay everything there.
Hey, when they walk, hey, the witness that myself, when they walking at the church, they watch it till they go sit down, man. Like, and then they run watch a while, especially with the females. Them want to what that sister Jaya weird.
She wear that last week.
She wear that last week. Yeah, hypocrites in the churches.
And them say, if you come as you are,
Yeah.
that from
Right. But hey, the scripture say, man, them honor him with them mouth. And then, but what?
But their heart is far from me.
Yeah, them not have no mind, them not have no conscience towards the Almighty. Them not have no fear for the Almighty. And these are the people that we're talking about, them walk with Bible and they have them Bible in their house and it open for Psalms and all of these things. Then, them don't fear the Almighty, man. Then, whenever it's convenient to them time them apply. Then, only when it's convenient to them.
And they go and interview, oh, I'm a Christian.
Yeah. And to get certain things, them use the name Christian. But that is the hey,
oh, thank God for this.
but the Most High is about to judge all the hypocrites. Then, so that's what we're here to preach. We're here to preach the judgment, then coming for the hypocrites, coming for the wicked of our nation, of our people and the other nations.
And you scripture tell you what prophet job.
Right.
You see me? Right? That's why they never like Micaiah. They never have no good to say. They never have good to say about wickedness.
Isaiah 66, verse 2. For all those things that my hands made, and all those things have been, say Yahweh. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of a contrite spirit, and tremble at my words.
Yeah, so man, fear the Most High, and fear is the mean way to say a while ago. When you come to the Most High, you're supposed to tremble at him, man.
Words.
Yeah, I think words.
You never tell about the entity.
No, we don't want to read that.
Just the words. Where's the words that come out of my mouth?
Right?
I want to see that I'm already. Yeah. When people that tell Moses say, I'm the Lord talk to them. See.
We want to talk to him myself. And then, hey, go ahead.
Bro, technically,
Then run come back down and say, Moses, better you talk to him.
hey, technically, you know, say same thing they do right now because they want a man write the Bible. Oh, we're going to make a man army from the man put them thing in the Bible.
Right.
So basically, whatever say, they want the Most High literally come down to tell them, so they can say, oh, yeah, attack them with that.
Yep.
You know what? That we can tell you that straight.
And who is you if the Most High come down to you? Hey, the King the Almighty will come up on throne just to come tell you one message.
Hey, bro.
When he send the message already to the prophet.
Hey, put it this way. It's like, for instance, you're the old setup there, or whatever it is. Your parents send somebody to the father. And then say, yo, you know why you don't have to say, you want me to come to me and say, like, you know where parents come? Because even if they don't call you something good, they tell us it's going to be bad. No,
Brother, that message that you tell about your period is a spirit. Your mother grabbing that road come here.
you know what you do with the message like
Blind us become by the angels, preventing them from here.
Contract.
Hear the public salvation.
That's the definition of contract, right? It says, contract, feeling or showing sorrow and remorse for a sin or shortcoming.
Oh, read that again, huh?
Contract, feeling or showing sorrow and remorse for a sin or shortcoming.
Hey, the scripture say a broken and contrite heart. And most of that acceptable to him.
And these people them so proud. Then they see like them did do not know what they need for hold on their head and shave.
Hey,
And
them
then
tell her from them a picnic. Tree blow in a Gilbert. Or whichever storm did pass. Them say they numb the shame.
That the man will see him Bible say the Lord reject the proud.
Come.
And that's the proud, because all of us, all our righteousness is all filthy wrong.
Hey, just go to show you who the teachers of the Bible or who the real prophets are. Man. Then, we don't quote the Bible, we actually tell you exactly what the Bible said. Then we actually tell you what is required, what you're supposed to do. Then
my spirit where you're supposed to be in.
Yep. But the Lord of requirements. I mean, the Lord require, you to walk a certain way and behave a certain way in order to be in good grace. In order to say, the skipper tell us, hey, when you are shy, the brother Kabash always use the term here and say, oh, hey, no one the most I can say this about me. Then this is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased. Then we want the most I to be pleased with us, man. Then but
one of them when they were the mountain where so him say, yo, these are the men who stand so stiffly in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Hey, and we pass it. The men that stood stiffly, they received crowns.
Yeah.
Paul said, yo, there await a crown of glory at the end of this thing, family. Man.
Fight the good fight.
I'm saying fight the good fight and one crown of glory. With literal crown, then and the glory.
Then let time said to Timothy. Because me alone, you know.
Yeah.
Say that message.
You get final piece.
Yo, once you fight, I will finish the course.
Yeah.
It's a phone.
Yeah. Final piece of that, because you say you see that part where you say enough for me alone, you know. Yeah, that's for sure. Say yo, men them actually stand up stiffly. We don't do that now. We standing up stiffly and preaching now, bash me.
Even in lockdown.
Even in lockdown, man, the work na see. Who's doing that? Then us, men like us out there, man. Then the hopeful elect.
Who is being demonized for it?
Yeah, exactly.
So this is chapter 4, verse 5. It says, what now things in your afflictions, do the work of an evangelist.
Yeah, them are yet to faith. So we express your
start on verse 1 here.
Start that one. I charge thee therefore, Second Timothy chapter. Anyways, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. I charge thee therefore before God and the Lord Yahweh Shai, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach word, be instant in season, out of season, prove, exalt, with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
Yeah, teachers like Giegas. The people I believe in what Mr. Giegas has said. Scatter Borrell.
And for them stop believing on Giegas, can I tell Jonas, don't church. Because a lot of mixed feelings and
Yeah. Oh,
I said scatter Barra.
I was Scatter Borrell. No, you must say the most nice. That is actually Scatter
empty barrel.
Empty barrel.
Scatter empty barrel.
Yes, Scatter empty barrel.
So they lock him off now. No more live stream on Instagram. That is lock him down for
Right.
But after their own lust shall eat themselves teachers having itching ears.
I know people are flocked out, Giegas and what did you name again? Scatter Barrel. You see me? And Gina Jennings and all sorts of others. These pastors and them they answer what is COVID-19 and what go on. Right? These are teachers of the nation. You can't have a truth. You have a truth, whether you want to believe it or not.
And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables.
Hey, look about his fables, man.
These are lies.
Then turn away unto fables. Make believe.
Christianity,
Christianity,
Rastafarianism,
exactly. In Egyptology,
COVID-19.
yeah, yeah. In Egypt,
African madness.
it's actually making up as a go.
Yes.
You know, what I mean, they make, right? They make up things. They read it better.
Fable, fictitious narrative or statement such as legendary story.
The keyword fictitious.
Yeah, exactly.
Fake.
Right.
Non-fiction and yeah, fiction. Fiction is all African madness.
Right, and they must say the same thing about the Bible. They must say the Bible is fictitious.
Same rule.
But guess what?
I mean,
Which one of your books, yeah, of things the prophesy and did happen,
Right.
the prophesy and is happening, and things the prophesy that is to come. You can show books of prophecies, man.
It's not that thing, you know, which one that's so bold, man.
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm
That's so
saying.
bold to say, oh, this is a
And I'm me, I do it. You know, we say, yeah, it's like the most I beat him chest and I say, you know, me, I go do that.
Man, but man say, yo, man tell us, say, yo, every word, but we speak, make a perform it.
Right, he say what? We tell you them before, just in case they say, oh, next God.
I only didn't know it.
I only didn't know it or anything like that. Me do it and I me declare it. The most I make know say I him. Yeah?
From the beginning. Who does that?
Hey,
You hear the end from the beginning. Who does that?
who does that?
hey, you say funny thing yesterday, I read it on female listening, and I see it quick then you talk, you know, oh, we know that the Bible is valid. Then before you could even ask the question, you know, one man read the Bible, say, yeah, man read the Bible, isn't it? The story, you know the line. So yesterday when we start to see, yo, sure, speak about prophecy, way before you accurately, and things are happening right now, I want to speak about something that you know. Yes, it is. You said.
Yep.
Read for yourself, girl. They shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry.
Yeah, that's why we're making full. This is us making full proof of our ministry. Whether lockdown or not. You know, inside, you know, doing the videos, man. I'm pushing the word of the Father. All right, declaring His name, what His true name is, what the true name of the Heavenly Father is, and what the true name of His Son is. Then, telling you the things them to come. The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Then, that's a part of the prophecy. World War III coming, civil unrest, youth, time of Jacob trouble, you name it. You know what I mean? So those things are to come, those things are in the pipeline. You know what I mean? Alright? Yeah, and what the real Israelites. That's another important thing, man. Our identity.
I mean, Israelites know who are them enemy.
Right. And because that's true. You know, because a lot of our people don't know that them have enemy and that are who their enemy is. Alright, your enemy is the so-called white man and these other nations. Alright? Exactly.
For I am now ready to be offered. The time of the departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight.
Who's he's gonna die? He might tell us, oh, I'm gonna dead. That's some time for me dead. You know, some time for me pass and go on to the next realm. To the rest, man. Go on.
Come, see me? I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. In Paul letter to Timothy. See me? Because Paul was one of the forerunners and we basically bring for the truth. Me and man they were bringing for the truth.
Yep.
See, and he did suffer for our shy. He was afflicted. See, so now we basically run the course, man. See, and I kept the faith. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love is appearing.
Which day that?
Yeah.
Yeah, in second Ezra, where it says the crown for dead, the day they will never get crowned. Yeah. So you read, it's already what the part again saying, not only him. What?
Hence, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing.
Hey, then love is appearing. What was it earlier, man? I will always say, you want the most come back. That's something more with love. You know what I mean? We think about the chariots, man, and then it come like never start dying. You know what I mean? A lot of brothers when they think about the chariot, I know a lot of brothers even picture the big chariot coming into the earth atmosphere and say, yes, this is it. You know what I mean? With love is appearing. You know, to us is appearing is joy, but to the rest of the people, man, is appearing gonna be torment and mourning.
What is he saying now? Saying in the 13th chapter. Serve more hungry, serve more sad, serve more bound. Like, who are going to lead them?
Yes.
Who basically sad, which are the people who have to be led. And I was trying to disciples. He said, when him come, no we sorrow. He said, but when him come, where basically more restore joy, and no one now can take that from him.
Yeah. Hey, when him leave, and precept the report, when him leave, the disciples cry. Hey, who want Yahushua to leave? Me the boss, man. Yeah, you know, and they had so much comfort being around him and so many wisdom, you know what I mean, so many righteousness, you know, get shown to them. They don't want that to leave the light, you know what I mean? The true light, they amongst us, man, we are crying, man. Then that's why when I come now, we are rejoicing. Hey, big brother, you know what I mean? If I come back, you know what I mean? So that's for rejoicing, and to the rest of the people, man, I'm going to be mourning and torment. See?
This is Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praise the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh in the name Yahweh Shai. Now are they crowned and received crowns. Then said I unto the angel, What young person that crowned them, and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Yeah, so the crowns they were glorified because they stood stiffly, the more on firm. They kept the faith, like Paul. As firm, being firm, go back to actually keeping the faith. Then rooted and built up, unshakable, stable. They were stable. Exactly. Then enduring, then enduring something you never see. Then get at the end. That is faith. Yeah, that is faith, that is patience. See, if you didn't know how to get it, then it would be what they call, you know, it wouldn't be work. Then it wouldn't be work, man. Then so guess what? Them get physical crown. And who did it? Yahushua crown them, man. Yahushua put crown on the head. Literal physical crowns. And they also want to get crown of glory, which is righteousness, then, and all of that.
Alright, this is Revelation 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept word of my patience, I also keep thee from all tribulation shall come upon all the world, trying them that dwell on the earth. Behold, I come quickly, hold fast that which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Hey, but exactly. See, as the apostle said, the most I say, hey, this I make it that. You know, apostle say, the quid pro quo in that. Hey, favor for favor. You know what I mean? Keep this, I'm gonna give this. You know what I mean? God, God. That's what you want to do it. You know what I mean? So you say it's all that father you take your crown. See, because if you lose faith, if you fall in enduring, you can't you're not gonna make it to the end. Or you don't endure until the end. You're gonna lose the crown, man.
Now see salvation.
You're not gonna see the salvation.
That already from
Exactly. Exactly. See?
Some niggas back then they used to do some great works and follow.
Yeah.
See, you know, say all of them works are done for them, have to endure to the end.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because at the end of the day, man, we just want to make it, man. See? Whatever come after is what in promise. See? And we just want to make it. We just want to know, say, yo, we reach for one of them chariots, man. See? And because it's going to be a joyous thing. See? When we reach for the chariots, man. And these are the things that we are waiting for. This is our hope. What is your hope in this society? When the nuclear missiles come down, what is your hope? Then you know no hope. When the real pandemic start, when the real judgment start this show, what is your hope? When the money fail, the money where you trust in. Because say it again. It will fail. Which when the money fail, not if it fail, when the money fail, what will be your hope, man?
If you don't believe, you tell them to just take a look at Libya right now. And look at the condition them in a bird banks. Hey, the funny thing, you know, right now, Jesus, they don't know, so we understand that. But right now, we have a stimulus package at push out in a lot of the countries, and it's not all. You see me? What that cause? That cause hyperinflation. The more, yes, you get money to spend, but that cause your spending power to deteriorate more and more and more and more.
Is it from the newspaper when they must say, "What Nigeria run to catch the dollar?"
Hey, see that? Oh, that's right. The dollar? Yeah, 147, and guess what? That's like 147.
Yeah. No people don't feel a clue about. All right, now this stimulus package everybody has talked about, man. And over there in America, where all America acquire their money and them in debt. So I go to the Fed and where Feds do bring more money. You see me? People don't even know so that in itself will cause inflation.
Yep.
Not to talk about what happening in the country economical wise, but that in itself will cause inflation. The economy get hit by the plan that they put it on, we put it where it is. You see me? And then after all of that, stock market fall and everything, is a business out of service people now work, and then them boom flooding them up, the economy will have a currency.
Yep.
We think that but should the common man look go finance? Oh yeah, they have money to spend now, you see me? Government give money out of pocket, you know, then they have to give it out, so they them give it, so we are right. Scripture say big shall be good sheep on the earth, so people are gonna feel them in a good case. Yeah. You see me? No, the church that's to come. Hey, because the way Scripture say, even though you can get it.
Yeah, man, get it. And it's even then shall even increase. Yeah, bring it, brother. You need that one? Bring that, find that one.
Yeah, we have it. Yeah, man. Second Ezra chapter 16. Start from verse
19.
Yeah, read out
19. 18. From 17.
Start from man say, whoa, man.
Yeah,
17.
17.
You see me? You just tell you, whoa, it's me. That's how serious it is, man. In Matthew 24 verse 21, the Lord tell you how dangerous and chaotic this time is gonna be. It's gonna be like no other, man. That's how serious it is, man. Go on, bro.
It's the second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrow and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. Powers. Slack it. That
Yeah,
was
so
the
them government, you know, them going to sit here. Because them going to see the economy, I said so, free float, and then going to see the peace, is they actually make them implement their system, and then most of the people that will come at them, and they can't do nothing about it.
Funny enough, they watch Nigeria in the parliament, but they, before this COVID-19 thing come out, they basically have the newspaper say, oh, there are many jobs out here, there are many jobs. Don't basically give report on the budget and all these things, and they don't look so sure anymore. You see, and the newspaper report on it, man. Say, yo, them don't know exactly. See, say them don't know exactly what they are doing, yo. See, because right now them run the country in a state. We all the tires them a fall off the jeeps.
Yeah, they didn't go on it. I remember them for a long man and try. Remember the Jeep program of government come here. That country now, push her up, dog.
But as the scripture says, in the beginning of morning, where the earth are the right now, man, as we speak, the earth are mourning. What them are mourning due to? The ramification of the COVID measures, man, what they call social distancing measures. Isn't people have to stay home, cannot go work, which have a crippling effect on the economy. Isn't it right now?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the government just tell Joe Wellness. I say, yeah, we need to open and restart the government very fast. You know what I mean? Because the economy, use the term crippling. Then when the crippling, I mean nearly a move.
And it go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. And the grinding shall be low. And the grinding low right now.
Yep.
Just the forecast right now for hurricanes and earthquakes has not been looking good.
Hey, remember we read one article a long time ago, yo. Then remember I read one article one time way back, and it said the Jamaican economy is teetering and on the precipice of economic collapse. You know, like a seesaw.
Yeah.
It's like this.
I remember that article, bro.
Yeah, any hurricane or natural disaster happens, the economy can't recover from it.
Yeah, Canan. Yes, Canan.
I still remember the article I thought.
Oh yeah. I mean, Canan did up on the road at the time. Then we were under the transport center. Well, where they can go for if the video is still up. And when the brother then they was the economy will collapse. And we tell about the debt. You know how much money them owe. Where Peter Phillips said them owe. Even the day going to ban it.
But money them say we owe.
So even you know what I mean. So even the day going to pan press owe money.
So you in a belly.
Hey, and from then to now, what has gotten better? Nothing has gotten better, man. Hey, but we just do another precept and then we make because they are talking and the brother they have precept.
So on deck. Alright, so back in 2 Ezra 16 and verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
Whoa. I will now stick them in right now. They get them tool for coronavirus in almost every country, man.
Yep.
Isn't it? Who them say I leave right now? The US of A. Isn't it?
Because guess what the US have to do? I'm at Euros. Hey, them are right it. You know what I mean? Them are right it, man.
A lot of people now put in a body bag.
Yeah.
Take a whole of man and say, what's his name? Still a breathe.
Our mannequin.
Yeah.
Put our mannequin in the body bag. I said.
Just say.
Hey, don't put that past him.
Hey, can I do anything to make you look like?
Yeah.
To create the hysteria, to create the fear.
That fear, man.
You know, they do anything.
Brother, the scripture.
He's a desperate man. He's a desperate state right now.
Revelation 21:12.
He's a desperate. He used the same footage for America and Italy.
Yeah, desperation.
And it's rough on Jake. When Jake going at the hospital system now, it's easier for a so-called black man, Latino, and Native American Indian lose them life. Just going, because we are going at that time at Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, but the thing is why it's serious for them is they might get paid as the face of this whole COVID. Even by the US administration, they might tell us say our people more
prone to get it.
Yeah, isn't it? But what? They might use the condition, the living condition. Isn't who put people in that situation? You see? Come on, bro.
It says the beginning of wars and the powers.
Stop again, brother. You see me? What I'm going right now over there in South China Sea. You see me? Big dispute between US and their allies, and China and their allies.
While the world is focused on COVID.
You see me? While them find oil and other resources around there in the South China Sea, so you know, say that even go escalate tensions. One over there in the Middle East, in the Persian Gulf, right to the Mediterranean, conflict between Iran, Iraq, and US and their allies. All of this one. The scripture says the poor shall be in fear.
Yep.
Is it, go on, bro?
All right. And the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah, I'm sending them as whip for change. You know what I mean? To beat into the change, the character for change. To show you that if you walk and act the right way. Then?
Because even right now with this pandemic, you see me who attend no say of the Lord of the earth in the condition where it's in. As the scripture where they declare already said the judgment of the Lord go forth every morning. Yep. But I'm just no shape. Yep. You see me? Because I have earthquake or shape out there, I'm come home and see brothers my post up in the road. You see me? Who knows that the answer of the Lord do that? People that feel like a natural disaster. You see me? Now you say this was sanctioned by Yahweh.
And you know what I'm not paying attention to? Whether from the year start. From the year start.
No ease.
There's no ease. There's something special about this year, man.
Me leave a video topic, prophecies upon prophecies. You see me? Because the times we're in right now, because there's a label this year, the year of prophecy. You see me? Right now, we can't do 2 months of prophecy, one man can't do a month of video for it, man.
Yeah, just popcorn. It's a pop.
Bro. So back in 2 Ezra 16 and verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness.
So they might get the beating. Hey, look what they might go through the corona situation, even though it's a planned situation. But what they talk about, what you hear them on TV they talk about party, virtual party. See, like what the hell? Somebody go on a live and play music so you can dance to it. Why you not just play the music yourself for your heart? Go on YouTube. You know, and guess what? Go on the YouTube. There's so many things on YouTube you can type in and then give you like a playlist. One verse, your playlist put together where you can, if you want to vibe to a tune, to some tune, you can do that in your yard. Why you have to go to a medium virtual party?
Our people mind have been conditioned to look up to them idols, the so-called people where them look up to them celebrity, them Jay-Z, Shampoo, them Chris Diamond, them favorite selectors, so them idolize them and look up to them. Yeah. So even in a crisis where them can't go out and go in a Stone Love land and see them in person, them still want to see them idol because that's how he saw science. Yeah,
When I mention about people, you see people like attention, you know? So you got to stop in the worthwhile you do need to keep an eye see because it's really about the empty seven is not like going on life or make them life better. You know what I mean? The attention of them want, you know, approval somebody. So that's like the suicide and depression shit the way they cause people really empty our people see the people from each other over and over. You know what I mean? They don't really have no substance in them life. There's no nothing at all in them life. We really give them a drive content and people attention. So people do anything right now to get attention. Anything. They will call them
gun. And that they are pushing the news now say mental problems and mental issues are a plague society now, and them are people are come on the news and say they must say people need to do things, get themselves out of the mindset. They say you're locking, you segregate yourself from society. You're gonna have people a lot of depression and everything they are going, and that means them all bring medical professionals on TV and I say them things are going, people are start killing themselves. We've been seeing
more drinking and smoking.
And then I open bar next week.
Yeah, exactly. All over people are hanging out from windows and drop dead because what them tired of this
But without that, them still this keep us say them still not.
Again, 2 Ezra 16 and verse 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness,
Yeah.
nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Then I realized they are bear it in mind. Say, oh, hey, these are actually
Scourges.
scourges. They're actually linked, you know, to get corrected.
Be mindful.
You know what I mean? But they're not mindful of that. All right, go on.
Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth.
Yeah, man, you can afford food, you know, at a reasonable price. Yeah,
Everyone food and cheese is going to spending it. Kingston and them place they ever food, you know. Until now in a pandemic, you know. Lines and go weird, you know.
Lines long, brother. It's harder now. You know, it's harder. And not even that.
Them are delivery now, yeah.
I mean, that's for I.
Everything they can deliver service now.
Everybody has to want a 24-piece bucket here. This is deliver here. I'm going to tell you that work for them.
I watch myself page right here. I have a box of KFC. Man say, wow, the line was long, but it is worth it. It's worth it.
Hey,
I never go follow the example.
but we skip your talk about the famine, all right, as part of the scourge. Now, the borders lockdown, right? There's no import,
Yeah.
like right now.
So
So
there is import in terms of produce.
in terms of produce,
Yeah, but
But
there's
certain countries are hold back. That's why it's minimum right now.
all right, good. No, we can just go to the point then. Zane, what gonna happen is that most of the goods, them like for example chicken, Zane, them come from overseas. So when you have farmers come from you, like the local farmer talk about, look, when the amount of chicken we have and them are going to raise, yeah, the Jamaica can't hungry. No, that's a lie. Because the chicken when you have on a raise in the first place, you don't build them. You don't have them. They're not produced here. Then all of the white fowl they want to have, they come from overseas.
But the one that they eat and they
But the one that they eat and the layers, they produce the eggs, them come from overseas. Then and them have it's pre-order and they ship them on ship come here. So when that come to the point where none of those shipment or trade now going to take place. So your precious KFC, where you depend on our love, that soon get done away with, man. What you niggas gonna do without chicken?
as a matter of fact, because Tyson and Smithfield in America, two biggest meat factory in America right now, because them have up on a shutdown. You see me? McDonald's have to ration the meat intake. You see me? So certain stores they use that where they put a portion of meat and have it as reserve. You must be actually a set a particular set amount based on the demand of the customer.
Hey, scarcity over abundance. When something scarce, the value of it skyrocket. Alright, good. There's a point, there's a time, I don't remember the year when chicken is scarce in Jamaica. I mean, I talk long ago, I talk about basically in the 2015, 14, or 13, one of them years. Chicken is scarce. And when you order a lunch, the price for the lunch go up. Because them have small, limited amount of chicken. You know what the person said? There's no chicken in the country. Chicken limited in the country. Then, me experience that. Then, and the price for food, you buy a box lunch, go way up, man. And that should have been a lesson to you people that, hey, look at this, man.
It's possible.
Then this thing is possible. You cannot feed the entire population of Jamaica for any long time. For a long time, man. Because these people, especially these people, them consume enough. So you're gonna run out of food within no time, man. See?
Right, so back in 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Yo, man, still like you remember things none of them that made a point. You don't notice that every time I look on TV, one of them fast food restaurant places have a new deal. If you are lesser price. Isn't it?
First them come out, them used to say, yo, you have to pay a delivery. Now they must say delivery free.
Yeah, I see that.
You see that?
Yeah.
Well, bro.
Go on.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Hey, one of the things we're gonna make evil grow up on the earth in terms of people killing each other too, Zane, which is the main part, is when the price of food, which is hyperinflation. You know, the brother that mentioned inflation earlier, but now there's a point we're going to witness hyperinflation, which is inflation moving at a rapid pace. See, the rapid increase of goods and services. So you're going to witness that. And when you can't afford food, what comes next? When you realize, like a Zimbabwe situation, did you even know that at one point in Zimbabwe, a $30 million bag of tomato? Go look up on YouTube, man. Hyperinflation in Zimbabwe is so hard. $1 million for your bread. So the people become of no use.
You know, bring new currency now.
Yeah?
You know, bring new currency.
Exactly, man.
Right, they know that way with the dollar, they use US.
Yeah.
Bring a new currency, which see the world of digital. Because same thing in Venezuela is and you see the reports of even the Caribbean applying to a new currency. When we see the world itself going digital. And it's about blockchain, technology, and 5G, everything is going digital because they expect. That's how we say this is a pandemic. The scripture tells us this is a plan. An agenda by the devil, so far what is the needs of right to destroy this current world society, the economy, all right, and the dollar come with it, and then implement the market pieces of R5, which will contain the new money, the new way of transaction.
I just want to add something small to your thing. You see, because right now, they have a style they use this stimulus package and benefits for ushering them, we call it universal basic income. You see me? And once the state controls how you eat, hey man, it's just bad news from here, man.
When you look at the word worship in the book of Revelation, right, the 13th chapter, in the worship the beast. When you look at the book of as a dog licking in master's hand, everything you go, you have to go to them. Right, because that's why they kick out their job, them, you know, a job,
and tell about automation.
And now they might give you money for free. And that means they have them everything I eat money, and if you're not a few people, they're get good work for you. They must.
But go back to prophecy still. Want of all things, you see me? Bro.
Yeah, but scripture is.
Anybody have a precept? Brother, have a precept?
I'm just finish.
Alright, finish that.
Nice part day night. I said, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Yeah, slow down about that. Make that easy.
Who escape that? Especially the ones in the mystery Babylon the Great, which is America. Who escape the famine and all of that? The missiles are come, and you're going to get utterly burned once, you know. Get delivered by Yahweh Basha Yahweh Shai.
And we just jump up on the famine. And this is one of the things will cause the famine away when you can't afford food. Hey, people gonna go crazy when they can't eat, man. You're gonna be like, hey, you see the World War Z? You're gonna witness that. You know?
Hey, it's a one known in some African state. It's because when the poor economy will collapse. Because this is the government can basically issue a beneficial package is our stimulus package. So them that feel right now. So it's only a matter of time before 4 ways of feel right now. Is when everything is going to and then implement the new system.
Hey, you see that what I'm talking about? The brother mentioned depression now, them, you know, them concerned about the level of depression or stress. You know, we are rising at this place. You know, I'm a psychiatrist and a doctor for 12 is the amount of people who are going to lose it.
Yeah, consider.
Actually, right now, certain workplaces have special consulting firms where them procure. Because they basically predict, so them employees them going on stage of depression. Encourage them to basically take the counseling sessions.
Yeah, there is no counsel. We're going to help these people in this. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that. These people
reject it.
Exactly. So you reject it, so how you going to be stable? Then continue.
All right, so this is 2 15 and verse 19. 16. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
So hey, there'll be no you're not gonna have no food. You know, a man will kill them one another because there's no food. And this is not something, you know, far-fetched, or this is not something that not gonna happen. And this is the reason why a lot of you people can behave the way you behave. Crying against the Most High, and saying all sorts of stupid things against the word of the Most High, because you have food you can eat, you have bread. This is the only reason why you're behaving like this, man. Then, but the farming won't teach you fear. All right.
The Most High saying that them security, them security might disappoint them.
Oh, yeah, put them in streets.
Yeah. Hey, what a precept? Cause you call it a precept.
I bring out 1 Thessalonians. They say in peace and safety. When they shall say peace and safety.
Yeah, 1 Thessalonians 5 and.
Well, can I say something?
No, but there's not mention about the field and the cities situation with the family, you know. It's like basically if you realize the city is more troubled right now, because even in the COVID situation, basically it's you don't know people more get in their city, so them take place in their cities them fast and a quicker way for family come in their cities, because farming they really go on and just fast food. Go on and place, you know what I mean? So cities are gonna be troubled when they come out to food quicker than people living in a you know, call them bush or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Go on, brother. Go to the almanac. Anyway, continue. Go to the almanac, brother. Share to them people all about chicken.
Me want to something before I can answer here.
Yeah, go on.
So Ezekiel 7 verse 15, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
Yeah, perfect. And I mean, so people like yesterday, me I speak to a customer, and basically them living in their country, so they're not really affected like people live in their cities. So even in my mentioned whole situation, you know. So I mistake. And it's reality. Look on A, B, C, you know, 1, 2, 3, you know what come next. Alright, you really have simple maths. Nothing great to really fathom, but people kind of just last on denial to say, you know, it's easy for your citizens short of food. Easy. You know what I mean? The cities have more people, more consumption, more consuming of goods basically. You know what I mean? They have to restock every minute. You know what I mean? You live in the countries, people do farming most in that country.
Once you have to source food, if which part they not produce it, you know, means which part they are source it. And once you source it, it means that if there's an issue with the supply chain, then you have a problem.
Gone. Yeah, right. Jeopardy if you lose food quicker. That's another head to what. People are going to flee from the cities them and try going in a bush, so to speak.
That's why scripture said them when at this field I would die by the sword. Because them are buck up them one another and start fight for them things say they are.
That's right.
What did it?
That's right.
RZ.
Yeah, I just want to add on and say, you see me, because watch out, you see even at the quarantine when them lock on down, you see me, at the most food you eat in them time, you know. And when you stack up your food, by the time you blink, done, your food done. You see me, so all of them people we are stack up and feel like, say, yo, that I go help them, them are going to learn in them days, I mean. Because they have neighbors, I watch them and stack up food, you know. You feel they have some neighbors who have been alert and wait for that opportunity, man.
Look what I mean, I said here, see? Man, ain't got some bums. They might give government and give the quote unquote care package them. and man circle him already a thief route. And I say, yo, I don't even like say the situation. I don't even like 2 days without a lockdown or 3 days in a lockdown. You know. The man just knows the place lockdown, so they want to carry some food to give people. You see me? Because they be unprepared in the first half. So they say, yo, carry some food to give them. And man, they step to work on them and take things. And they like say, oh, nothing there.
Hey, and you don't say that is not even the serious part of it, you know. The serious part of it, I say, oh, them under lockdown and them still not have enough military personnel to can safeguard the people them. You see me? That is the scary part of it, you know. So when them people get angry, when you how about Shimi or shall Lego them people up on the streets, man, you can't see say a chaos, man. Yes. You can see it from the building up.
Hey, you know how the military to protect the people them. Military protect the state as best as them can, so people get up on them own. And I'm at a damn military them time create the cap, but that as you said, I understand that them own. You know what I mean? So you know,
Let's have a next precept go with what you read a while ago. It's the second Ezra, here are my precept. This is second Ezra 15 verse 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fail through the sword. Sorry, thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh.
Whoa, what in the heart? Now the rest of them better say them along some man. You see me? Because I stack up them food thing them. You see me? Yo, and I hear this going on.
Yeah, them still are going to fight over.
Welcome to them a group of them going in the hills, man. The same man of them group of go there with the same man.
because people are running out of the two. How much supply I'm gonna supply? Still not the pack of some food. How much supply I'm gonna have last certain time period? And
Exactly.
my run out of food up there. So
Hey, because in those days, man, the most I got actually with all rainfall. You know, you know, got rainfall, so you got dry ground. You know, dry ground without go to us, not producing.
Yeah.
Then
Right now, the weather.
You already did it.
Act like all them.
huh?
See?
So it go with not producing also kilowatt is already there.
right.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
you can't get no sustenance out of the earth same way. So
Right.
what on the tree already are already gone.
Hey, wait, the amount of people are turn to leaf, man, eating the leaf off the trees. All right, verse 58 again. It said, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh. So, named Louis Fagan, where the man named Rasta friend them up there say, you know, them are till the side. Because we want them say them want the people them about the things them to come. So them run to the hills from early.
Book invitation.
Yeah, and so last he said, you know, this we do, you know, so this we up here do, you know.
But the thing is, you know, how serious it is, you know, when you see the chaos, you know, them go up there and feel like we make the right choice, you know.
Yeah.
But at the end, them go see the full case. You see me? When at the end, them go really say, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because yo, gradually man go start look for man to kill man up there, man.
Yeah, that's the good case of them go face them, you know. And then, you know, all the little bird loose. Them are turn to this. And eat their own flesh. Right? And drink their own blood. That'd be crazy. Yo. Yeah, this more I preach about sinking for the listeners, man. Second Ezra 15, verse 57 to 58. That they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger. We're talking about things to come. This will come. Alright? And eat their own flesh and drink their own blood. For very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
Hey, yo, because whenever people please their friend go up in the hills, yeah, also the fruit tree up there. You don't know nobody. Unless you literally going to leave and the friend of poison kill you, don't go there.
Hey, the days man, courage shit up there.
A lot of trees in the hills, but not a lot of trees in the hills.
Sometimes I go through the hills in mine and time summer fruit tree and none exist.
Then you see water.
All a spring. Everything change.
Yes, I can.
Oh, but that's what Zaka said. Basically, a lot of trees in the hills, but not a lot of fruit trees.
Yeah, I can.
Isn't it? You don't find a fruit tree up there, you're lucky still, you know?
Literally. I don't even know it.
So people naive and they take preparation for come because how we go sustain? We're not prepared for food and everything. The most I feed it, but tell them the entire earth is gonna become a wilderness. Anyway, right now, I'm gonna become a wilderness when the most I start with this thing. And I mean, you gotta search for food and can't find it the most I not feed it. And that's it. You know what I mean? And you can't see some places where you expect. Because the most I prepare immediate we out. You know what I mean? That's how we don't worry. Because we don't know the most I already protect. We're not worried about what more times chaos take place. What is always can get salvation.
Yeah, we have a precept for that. Second is us. Isaiah 65 and 12. Then, because we mentioned which these words are sure, man. These words are sure. All right. This is no gimmicks. All right. This is no fun and games. This is no flowers and daisy. Then this is real. This is the real deal. All right. This is the terror of the Lord. Why? Because people wicked, man. Those that gonna get caught in the rush of this are the wicked ones. But him have plans for him have plans for him elect servants, the ones that serve him in truth, in sincerity of heart. Then, and which are not the Christians, so don't feel like you'll find that in the churches. So we have him have plan. Give me second Isaiah, brother.
So this is Isaiah chapter 65, verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I call, ye did not answer.
Hey, so you have a reason. You have a reason. You say why? Read it again.
Because when I call, ye did not answer.
One.
When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes.
When I say about all these speaking, get both. And then my one next one say, "Four can hear shame or what? Both." Then, right. So he said, and then our next one again. Who can hear must feel.
Yes.
Then these are common parables, are proverbs,
Gems.
are among our people, Then, so if you can't hear, there's a consequence. If you continue doing the wrong, and we have to say, don't do that, brother. And that's the duty of the prophet. To show you a transgression and tell us, don't do that. Because the most time you put your transgression the laws of the Father, and say, don't do that. Then, but guess what? When they continue in your wickedness, man. So I'm going to number you to the sword because all of this is being sent to you, and guess what? Oh, you turn a blind eye. You know, I hear that. White man write that. You read that for myself. And all of these things, man. I'm going to ask pastor, and then the next pastor don't have the answer.
I tell you some bullshit, but you know bullshit too, but you comfort you.
Exactly. Continue.
All right. It says, all right.
So it's the most I have a reason. You know, like for some people, no, sir. So why am I do that? No, why am I do it? See, I tell you why am I do it.
Another saying in 2 15, verse 5. Instead, behold, I bring plague upon the earth. It's in a sword, famine, death, and destruction. But in verse 6 it says, because wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. So the Lord make him know why he might bring this destruction upon the earth.
He's not unrighteous, man. He's not unrighteous. He's a very just and righteous power, man.
That's right.
It says, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
All right, man, if they want to be a faggot, then the adamant of being a faggot, the adamant of supporting faggot, then lesbian, they love their own lesbian, because you can get threesome. Then And it can carry one friend come give and all of those madness. You love to eat crab, love eating pork and all the abominable foods. You love sleeping with the next man woman. Woman love to sleep with many men. See? Right. So the most I gonna destroy you for these things, among other things. Freemasonry. You Baphomet worshippers, boy, have on gathering, you're gonna get it. Then the most I have something special, for you people, man. Then and then the famine gonna be it. All right, go on up.
Verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat.
So him have him servants and them gonna eat. So the wait say, them people in the mountains, we are dead of hunger. We are going to team servants in that time. Go on.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Yeah, so you will go dead for hungry. Go on.
Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty.
Yes, I want them up in this.
Yeah, watch out. I want them to line up there, pick out some word. You see that word, behold. You see me? It's like you look for something amazing. Everybody is in a famine. How this when I eat? How can we behold?
Yeah, you must tell them, man.
They shall be known who are my chosen.
Yeah, and the most I tell you, most I say, hey, you must show your pictures. I say, look, man, I show you. Then people are dead for you because you have to eat, man.
And the most I show the prophets visions.
Done.
Is him show them in prophets basically being taken care of, and most of the wicked basically are being destroyed.
Yeah, that's how the ask that a while ago. We have the word behold. Now Miriam would say and say, to perceive through sight or apprehension, see.
Yeah,
look at this.
It's gonna be so shocking, man.
Yeah.
First thing, even the next thing, we are eating them can't see we sustain, man. The Lord that we are sustained. You can see people, man, you can see them ribs, and we just look cool, start chat over body. Lord's will, man, we are amongst them, man.
It's the instruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Is it you can't hungry, you know that. Is it? The man laugh on them way there, you know it good.
you're going to have to do the pain, man. That's the kind of pain you're going to feel. Pain a joy. Yeah, because they keep say, I'm going to mock.
I'm leading on this very fast. Alright. Isaiah 65 and verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart.
So we're going to sing.
You are singing that time like that. Hey, I remember the song they made the word. So that's all the independent ladies.
Yeah, you got that? You have money in your pocket, so you're pay, right?
The money that gonna be done and void in the time to come, man.
God, man. Then, so we're going to sing. We're going to rejoice. You know what I mean? Especially when we're there around brothers, man. Which we have the ultimate laughter. The chariots. No, hey.
We deliver them.
Hey, we picture that, and we can't, no matter where you picture, it can't, your imagination can't, make up for what actually did it. But my picture, and the only thing I see myself a ball, man. I just see myself on the darkness, but up there, ball. It's not kind of, yeah,
A joy.
yeah, man, that'll be so great, and these are the things that actually keep us. You know what I mean? When we go on, you know what I mean? To know that we're going to be up in the skies.
We have a sure hope.
We have a sure hope. You better say, we have a hope of deliverance, man. See? So it's gonna make we so we can't go hold it back. See, but probably have no way going up here, but just we said, we're gonna really rejoice, man. Let's keep us here. We're gonna sing the song of Moses. See, great and marvelous are their works. So I give the most like praise. See, we're gonna give him praise, man. See? We are going to honor him, we are going to glorify him. See? Beyond the extension, because it's keep us say, oh, you can never go far enough to actually praise him. See? Yo.
So this is Proverbs 1, I'm going to start at 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and he refused. I have stretched out my hands and no man regarded. But he hath set at naught all my counsel, and will none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
If you had this, imagine somebody have fall off a cliff. And then you know, and he stretch out there and say, I'm help, and he said, I fall down. Why you kick you off by it? Hey, my God, if I get jump off, man, I'm going to kick you off for sure. Then, and that's how the most I say, oh, all day long have I stretch out my hands into a stiff neck and again saying people, man. Hey, so imagine the most I say, the most, hey, come, this is the way. You know, walk in, I'm save you, man. Then come unto me, and you have life. Fuck that shit, that's it, you know? Then imagine that, man. And this is how the Most High was treated by you people, by the 2/3 of our people. You know what I mean? When Yahushua came, the Lord and Savior, they treated him like shit, his own people. And he only came to show us life, man. He only came to give life. And he was rejected. The scripture tells in Isaiah 53 how him face look. Zane, or them disfigured him face. For a man when they do nothing. Zane, broken ribs, back, flesh chip out from out of back, man, and all of these things, man. Zane. Yeah, the scripture tell us, say, oh, I forgot, I think in Zechariah, him say, oh, when you see him body, we will cry. Zane, when we see the Lord body, because we ourselves now going to be able to actually, no, I said, that's how it was. You know, I said it still. You know what I mean? I will get mad.
I remember one of mine at that time when we get delivered in our church, we get to see them body the Lord's will and amongst those men, is it? When our church would see the Lord body before we send we out for their food. Is it?
Yeah. Sorry, correction. Yes, it's not like none of the Lord bones was broken. You know, they say that. Yeah, that was brother. You see me? Because the scripture tells us that none of them bones them never broke. You know, not to stretch it. See? But you know, he was badly beaten. Alright? Yes? Yeah, he was badly beaten, man. It was terrible. When you watch the movie Passion of the Christ, Zane, when I'm show you the thing when them use they actually scourge him. It was tearing flesh at the same time. It was picking out a lot of his flesh. So him back did really set away, man. Zane. And then while him on the cross, he never sufficed them. That alone never sufficed them. Them mock. And then you have this man still go prove if he dead. And stick him on them.
Plus the crown is in the pan here.
Yeah, right. And now again, just to add again, an insult to injury. Then them give him vinegar. They make him feel make him stay up longer. Let me see if you gotta go and deliver him. Or if you want to deliver him, say, let me see if you call upon. It's so like Elias say call upon. Give him some vinegar and to keep him body. To make him stay up long. You know him suffering. You see? You have to show you, man. So your people gonna get it. So all these things, man.
Scripture said, this generation shall not pass. This iniquity shall not pass. It's a purge from this generation.
Till it die.
The same generation will give up the Lord. Right. Same generation they here today. Right. And same generation gonna feel the punishment.
Right.
That's why even know that this not going longer.
Right.
Alright, so we'll go back again. This is verse 27, Proverbs 1, verse 27. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Hey, what the precept with Noah in the time of Noah, as in the days of Noah. Yeah, somebody hold that, brother, because you can't. Yeah, you can get a precept, they want Matthew. And yeah, right. Get that one there. Matthew, we said in the days of Noah.
24, 38.
You want to get it? Continue that.
Alright.
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Yeah, Shamar, if you can find the precept, you see where the Most High close, you say, I am he that shut it and no man open it.
Gone.
Yeah. So he said, then shall you call upon the Lord and him not go answer. You know, because him have been prophets out there for years. Him have been prophets out there tell us, yo, hey, your wisdom, man. Zane. But guess what? You mock, you scan. Zane, him said, turn ye up my reproof, turn ye up my take correction. But what? You mock, you scoff. You look on us like shit. Zane. That's how you look at us. Zane, go on.
You want to talk?
Yeah, give me the one in a Matthew.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah, he said they knew not what until the flood came and took them all away. This flood that gonna come now is what? That come in a different fashion. You see? And then the ultimate flood, which is what? The best of destruction, which is that thermonuclear destruction that gonna sweep through America. See? So it said as in the days of Noah, they were marrying and giving in marriage. Simply mean they were actually enjoying themselves to the fullest. YOLO. You know, live life to the fullest. You only live once. They were living it up. And when Noah was working, this man, yo, you ever see it? You know, this man be like, and them mock and them scam. Yo, you have nothing better to do.
You didn't tell about America. America can't be new, brother. You see, America is the biggest scope on earth.
Yeah, the rain now fall. This man do and this man about him be like, what kind of madness this? And then
fall, them don't know about the rain, brother.
They don't know about the rain. You know what I mean? But if you see such a marvelous work I get done at the earth, at least look into it, man.
I be like this.
Yeah, you're right. But guess what? They were doing wickedness and they continued in their wickedness. And Noah was out there preaching for 120 years. And they still never repent. Then, until the day come when the Most High sweep them with the flood. Then hey, rain start fall, them are run. And I'm not going to do it. Hey, read that precept way up, Shaman.
God, this is Revelation 3 verse 7. To the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true. He hath the key of David, he that openeth, and no man shutteth, and shutteth, and no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door. And
he said that he is the one who shut and no man can open. Even at the same precept when Noah entered into the ark.
No have compassion.
Hey, wait a second. It was Noah alone. Maybe Noah would have let him two of them. Or let him couple of them. Probably, maybe. You know? But guess what? It was the Most High who shut the door, man.
Yeah. What? Not to say this is in the scripture. So who to tell us no one ever in there try to pull out door and try let out.
Hey, come to my mind a while ago. You know what I mean?
Who to tell? Isn't it?
You could hear screaming out there. And he feel compassion or something. It's not in the scriptures. It's a probably, you don't know what happened. It's a exactly. You know what I mean? Because Noah probably hear the screaming out there and say, you know, might have compassion upon them. Because hey, the screaming won't be so loud.
Wailing.
You know what I mean? And they might open and doors. At least take Jordan, a 2-year-old or something. You know?
Be animal packing there and get car work.
Right? Yeah, so honestly it work. You can't have me out there. You must not have him servants up there for 120 years. Only for you make waste of your time. And then you come just slide this. Just slide in. You know, work like that. Zane?
More tribulation.
Exactly, man.
Why you don't work anyway?
Zane? So say that go be, keep us your social be when the Son of Man come. Because a lot of Christians, you have Christians who actually teach. This is a doctrine for them actually hear it. Jesus now come back, or the Savior not coming back. You know, them say, oh, you now come back. See, them say, whosoever believe that's madness, we say, you might come back. See? But guess what? Hey, you know, it's give us say, oh, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Then the Son of Man is coming back, which is Yahweh Shai.
Yo, and it's so prophetic with them say that way the same exact thing happened. But they are prophesied just like now. It's the same exact thing, but they are prophesied just like now. And people them are react the same way. So I look them a scarf. It's not as it telling a Peter say, oh, you shall come scarfers in the last day, walking after the models. I see a thing I'm to know. You see me, I tell them what.
This day we are ignorant of.
You know, that's the judgment of the Lord, man. See,
Go on. Shamar, continue.
Go on. All right. So back in Revelation 3, we'll go to verse 8. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. It goes on.
That go up to the scripture in Second Ezra that stood so stiffly in the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It says all about suffering, like tribulation, and still holding on. It's mean that the scripture say basically hold fast, and I will share that in no man take their ground. So he will endure unto the end, and then basically they see it. And Yahweh Shai come up. This thing he get it.
Jesus not coming back here.
Hey, you never gone nowhere. You never come from the birds and you never gone nowhere and you never exist.
When you really look it up, man, you even have to say, look up the word Jesus in the Latin sky, it's supposed to come from the Latin, it's supposed to name some pigs up, man. You see that the Latin, really? Well, Lord, man.
Hey, when you look on it, it's a good thing. The most I never met him name so public and so frequent for niggas.
Blaspheme?
Eh?
To blaspheme? What?
They would have call the most I in every one of the nasties, them would have shout out the most I name.
No, this one meme there, let me see it that way. It's like it's a meme, you see me? It's like them say Jesus stays over heaven and here. Jesus Christ! It's like he ran up behind me. I link one of the archangels and create with Gabriel. You see me? And then when he reach, he say, oh, it's a man go keep too. You see me?
Yeah, we see that meme there.
Everything people use the name of God, and I name still. The fake name on the most side.
So that's why I say, imagine the most side is actually having name. Yeah. But guess what? That's why the most side, there's no work like the most side work. Man. You always keep telling how when you left Egypt, all the nations and fear name. Why them fear name? Because there was trouble, there was chaos. And then most say the name, you don't want name to play with. So him now put him out there under a regular circumstance. I mean, there's so many out there. Especially, no, you know how I'm gonna make them know his name? Through fear. Right. You're gonna make them know his name. Then through chaos, through trouble, through carnage. Then I saw people are gonna know his name, and guess what? They're not going to play with it. Then they are here. And the fear the name of it.
This time we're not gonna take back him from out of the earth. Exactly. You see me? That in the all big Bible. See, this is Acts 13, verse 41. Behold, he despises and wonder and perish, for I work a work in your days, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though a man declare it unto you.
Come. See? So even though I tell hey, they are great works, they will get clear, they will get done in the time to come, man. I want you to find it on this level. One of the great work will get done are the prophets and the church coming back together.
This is it, man. This is one of the biggest signs I'm gonna see.
Yep. And then, and as I have men, he was telling me that I believe, so even the natives, them are Israelite. But if they say, hey, man, I'm going to bring them back. I'm going to bring them back to the fold. You might say, me have sheep. When that is not at this fold, they may have to go and see. So they can be one fold. You see me? So this is it happening. This is they're actually fulfilling the tribes coming back together. Ezekiel 37 chapter. See? So you know believe it even if say the same or bring them back, still don't believe it.
And just say them not understand, man. So I didn't tell you a lot of talk about the Jews, them, man, the kingdom of Judah.
Yeah.
Them said the other fold is what? The kingdom of Israel. They might gather them up, man. But
Hey.
people don't understand.
Yeah, just to go a little off topic, with our work, and see some brother so in the fringes in his shirt, you know, see the beard, you know. Yeah, Israel, you see me, but you know, I see the brother and me have a deal with him, so I say, oh, when you come up to me, I say, oh, he say, what camp? Yeah, I say, what camp? He say, IOIC. And I say, hey, well, brother, you see me? Heal him up. And he feel good. You know, it was out of sincerity. He feel good. You know, because really and truly, it's not a personal difference. Zane, it's not a personal difference. After all what them say, all of them do, we still feel good. You know what I mean? Them classify us as rapists. You know what I mean?
Anyway, the gospel is being preached.
Yeah, right. So it is the unity. We're still seeking unity. We're still seeking peace. You know, what I mean? We still, you know, because in the kingdom at the end of the day, we are going to be good. You know, if I tell a brother, you feel good just to hear him, or not leave him, say, yo, brother, you know what I'm saying? Say, yo. And it feel good. You know what I mean? You're right. Because even in the kingdom establishment, the kind of peace we have among each other, you know, the God of this world, we're going to be at peace. There will be no more enmity between us.
Finally.
All right?
The scripture says, preach the gospel of peace. Because that was statement.
Come away. At the end of the day, we wish them good. You know what I mean? Wish them.
Because when we're sincere, we rebuke them sincerely.
Exactly, man.
See, we want them to actually have the truth.
Yep. We want them to teach the name Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, those are the true names. We want them what the mark of the beast really is, that it is the RFID microchip. We want them to say that. You know, we want them to teach that. So we want them to stop, you know, being how you call it, you know, false accusers. You know, saying that we're rapists and all of those things. Which Deacon did say I did apologize. But we don't hear nothing from Nate and then so we want and that we want.
Which one did we
just teach the right doctrine. That's all it is. Brother, the man of precept, you know, we can end it.
Did I go on?
Yeah, go on.
Well, no. Alright, it's Psalms 37 and verse 38. For transgressors shall be destroyed together, the end of the wicked shall be cut off, but the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He is their strength. He is their strength in the time of trouble, and the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in Him.
Hey, that's what we need to get delivered. So if you're not looking for a second coming, man, if you're not looking for somebody to crack them skies, you're doomed. Because it's really going to take divine intervention on a physical level.
And the day of doom is at hand.
All right, so who will deliver you? Because hey, let it be known from now. Then we always say, no revolution now go save you. See? And no revolution now go make no change. See? There's no revolt where you can revolt against the so-called white man and win. See? Exactly. This man was created to use the sword, man, at his disposal in every different way.
Everything was coming to existence, Esau used it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Every single thing, man.
The so-called white man can drop one nuke. And that's it for it. One nuke. But we know that you have no power not given unto him except by the Heavenly Father. Right. We know that, we understand that. Saying that the Most High is just the whip of the Most High. So you have a purpose, you know? But
right now, just right now I'm watching videos, man. My brother's supposed to say, this person that pop up on the comment board and tell them so they want me with a friend and this and that. We know so we're not watching this stuff. I would know so we're not the time when we're not going on the road, isn't it? Isn't it? But the Lord will keep in at them times, man. So I'm just doing enough to do and we'll keep putting the work out.
Right. So that's it. You know, hope this was an edifying video. You know, it's a call of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh. Right, to our Apostle James Stone. Salutations to the Akim, which is really that sincerity in our truth. Shalom to the brothers that tune in. You know, hope this was edifying to the body, to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.